Hello? Is anyone there? There is only a poor shark in a poor void. Can anyone please help? It's always weird being alone. You never know. You never know. Oh gosh. Am I ready for this? Huh. Oof. Let me move over here. Oh, I never switched it. Sure, happy Havoc. Oh, that's big. Should have done this before the stream. There we go. Hello? Hello? Okay, let's... Oop. Then y'all should hear the game now. Oh, man. Okay. New game. English. Let's stick with kind. I guess that'll be kind of me. If audio levels are weird, please let me know. I don't know if how you guys are with this game, hearing it or anything. I tried to do some before, so just let me know. Blast off! Ooh. Yay! Start of the game! Please, chat, let me know. How's the audio? Please. Massive high school towers over all the other buildings in the bustling urban area. It's like the school stands at the center of the entire world. Hope's Peak Academy. It brings in top students from every field imaginable, a government-funded school of privilege. They say that if you come here and manage to graduate, you'll be set for life. With hundreds of years of tradition, it sends the cream of the crop into the workforce every year. It was built to raise hope in the nation's future, which makes Hope's Peak a pretty fitting name. There are two things needed to attend this school. One, you have to already be attending high school. Two, you have to be the very best at what you do. I'm gonna actually turn it down just a little bit. Because some of it's going a little high. Why is that popped up? Yeah, let's go down there. Okay. Let's do that. Let's that. Let's that. No ordinary Okay. Ooh. No ordinary student can enroll here. The only way in is if you're scouted by the school itself. And standing there at the gate of the ultimate school, filled with the ultimate students, was me. This is me! Mario! No.
Before we go any farther, I guess I should introduce myself. My name's Makoto Naegi.
Oh, you poor child. As you can see, I'm nothing but a hopelessly average high school student. Average on the outside, average on the inside. I really don't have much going for me when it comes to grades, school abilities, and even personality. I mean, yeah, I have hobbies and stuff I like to do, but it's not like I'm psychic or mutant or whatever. Why, yes, we need to be psychic, and we need to, or a mutant, or have some kind of cool ability that's, like, too powerful in order to, like, actually be anything other than plain and ordinary. Yep, that's how school is, and that's how life is. Yep. Like, if you asked me what my favorite song was, or my favorite movie or TV show, it'd all just be whatever's most popular at that particular moment. Even among the average, I'm completely average. So, I can't even say I'm your everyday hero type. That's just who I am. Anyway, I figure it's always good to introduce yourself right off the bat. But, you know, if I have any kind of strong point, so to speak, I'd say I'm a little more gung-ho than other people? I mean, look at me. I'm completely ordinary, but still. Here I am, standing in front of the anything but ordinary Hope's Peak Academy. I still can't believe I'm standing here. I wonder if someone like me can survive in a place like this. It's got this overwhelming presence, like it's trying to swallow me whole. But it's no wonder I would feel that way. What you have to understand is... Okay. Well, let me just tell you about the preparation I did last night to get ready for today. Ah, yes. Name, anonymous, name, anonymous, name, anonymous, name, anonymous. It's Reddit. Oh boy. Hope's Peak only invites those students who are the truly elite in their field. It's such a popular topic that there are threads online dedicated to talking about the school's attendees. So to prepare, I looked up some of those threads. All I saw was talk about ultimate students who were way beyond your average high schooler. For example, one incoming student is the ultimate pop sensation. I guess she's a high school girl who's also the lead singer for a pop group famous all over the country. There's also the ultimate baseball star, who looks very intense. He was the cleanup hitter for the National High School Champs. Pro teams already have their eyes on him. And then there's the ultimate fashionista. She's been on the cover of tons of fashion magazines. She's what every high school girl wants to be. Oh, and they mentioned the ultimate biker gang leader, too. The scary thing is, he's the de facto leader of every biker gang in Japan. Gangs everywhere love the guy. On top of that, there's the ultimate martial artist, the ultimate fanfic creator, the ultimate gambler, the ultimate swimming pro, the ultimate programmer, the ultimate clairvoyant, and then some. Reading that made me realize how totally powerless I was. It was the country's finest, top to bottom. I felt like a tame little house cat who wandered into a pride of lions. But still, there was something I couldn't stop thinking about. You see, there were a few students who I couldn't find any info on, no matter how much I looked. With all those ultimate students, I'm the only one without any kind of worthwhile talent. But then, what about those other new students who didn't seem to pop up anywhere? Could they be just average students like me without any talent or anything? That thought was kind of encouraging. I mean, I know I don't have much in the way of personality. Beyond that, there's an even bigger issue. How did such an unbelievably average student like me get picked to come to this ultimate high school? I mean, I guess there is a reason. You just have to take one glance at the acceptance letter they sent me to see why. We recently held a lottery to select one ordinary student to attend our school. As a result, you have been selected, and we invite you to join us as the ultimate lucky student. They spelled it out plain as day. I got invited by pure luck. Honestly, I probably would have been better off just declining their offer. But after hearing how graduating was a guarantee for success later in life, I just couldn't say no. But then, actually standing there in front of the school, I started to feel lost, like I didn't belong there. I could feel myself losing my nerve. But still, I can't just stand here in front of the gate forever. Frozen in place, murmuring to myself, I looked down at the acceptance letter clutched in my hand. It said there would be a meeting for all incoming students in the main hall at 8 a.m. The meeting still isn't for a little while, but I should probably just head in. Yeah, let's do this. Gathered up all my determination and tried to act like I'd done this a million times before. And I took my first step towards the main hall. This is where we're supposed to meet, right? I guess I'm the first one here. There's a really elegant clock over in the corner. It says it's 7:10 a.m. The meeting doesn't start until 8, so there's still a full 50 minutes left. It makes sense nobody else would be here yet. I was so wound up, I got here way too early. I have plenty of time before the meeting. Just standing around waiting isn't exactly... I should take a look around the school. Maybe that'll help calm me down a bit. Plenty of time to kill... No, he's a perfectly average high school student. Why would he kill anyone, Magic? Also, hello, Magic. I am a student here now, so there shouldn't be any problem with me having a look around, right? It'll help me kill some time, if nothing else. Trying to play it cool, I took my first step in the Havoc Academy. It was also my first step towards starting a new life at a new school. I actually got in-school suspension in high school because a kid was pissing me off. I'm like, man, I wish I could just throw that kid in the ditch. And so I got an in-school suspension for bullying them. Yeah, bad boy Sharky. At least that's what I was hoping for. But then I started taking all the drugs. What the? But the instant I took the first step forward, My view became warped, twisted, as I've become full of chloroform. It was like some kind of delusion, melting away and mixing together into something else. Spinning, mixing, melting away, then spinning again. And the next moment, everything went black. That was how it all began, and how life as I knew it came to an end. At that point, I should have realized the reason I was brought to Hope's Peak Academy wasn't because I had the ultimate good luck. It was so I could experience ultimate despair. Welcome to Despair. Prologue. It is Despair High School. Now, who saves? Saves for whips. Hopefully nothing happens. ... What? Where am I? See, I went to public school, and once said to a student who was pissing me off, you break my possessions, and I'll use the shards to flay you alive. No one even bat an eye. Yeah, I went to Christian private school where if they didn't like you, saying one wrong thing caused in-school suspensions. If they did like you, you could get away with, like, screaming swear words during class while the teacher was teaching, and, like, nobody would care. I was obviously somebody who, didn't go to the church associated with the school, didn't do this, didn't do that. So I got basically crapped on because I wasn't a good enough kid. I woke up with my head resting on top of a hard wooden desk. My body feels heavy. What class did I sleep through this time? Oh, it was physics? That's fine. It's pretty normal for me to zonk off in the middle of some boring class or whatever, but what was I doing asleep here just now? This isn't a classroom I've ever been in before. What the heck is going on? Welcome to Hope's Peak Academy. Firstly, we'd like to explain the basic controls. You can use to aim. You can press things. Hey, press things. Just viewpoint. Hey, look around here. That's the desk I fell asleep on. I can still see a line of drool I must have left there. Yes, that is a security camera. I'll look at it in a second. I'll have to clean that up later. Hey, what's that on the desk? An orientation guide? It's some kind of cheap-looking pamphlet, and there's something handwritten on it? The next semester is about to start. Starting today, the school will be your entire life. What the heck? Is this someone's idea of a joke? Yep, that is a security camera. Is that a surveillance camera? It's a dangerous world we live in. I guess they have those to keep weirdos from just wandering in. And what the heck? In any normal classroom, that's where a window should be? But it looks like some kind of metal plate has been bolted over it. If I were to knock on it... Hey, I worked hard on that. Yep, definitely metal. Thick too. Very solid. Wait, that's not what matters here. More importantly, why are there metal plates over the windows? Let's see, what time is it? Jeez, I can't believe it's already 8 o'clock. We slept for 50 minutes and the whole school died. It was just after 7 when I first got here. Has it really been almost an hour since then? Okay, let's see. So what might have happened is I got myself so wound up, I passed out in the main hall, and then someone carried me here? If that's true, it must mean this is a classroom inside Hope's Peak. But then if that's true, that just raises more questions. This is all really strange. I mean, those metal plates covering the windows, it's like it's a prison or something. I mean, it is school. None of this makes any sense. I should probably head back to the main hall. It's already past the meeting time. There might be other students there now. We can leave by pressing B. So it's a normal school then. Exactly, Magic. It's a normal school. Jeez, this hallway's kind of weird too. This is getting stranger by the second. I honestly have no idea what's going on. Well, for now, I'll just head to the main hall. Hey, you can move. You can run. There's a map. Run, 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 run. Did I pass it? I passed it. By the time I got back to the main hall, it was quiet. Everyone else was already there.
Whoa, hey! Another new kid?
Oh.
Huh? Then you guys are all...
Oh no.
Yeah, we're all new here. Today's supposed to be our first day of class.
So, counting him, that makes 15. Seems like a good cutoff point, but I wonder if this is everyone.
Standing before me were the ultimate students. That one dude's hair reminds me of those... Oh, yes, yes, uh-huh, yep, mm-hmm. It looks exactly like the chips, yep, uh-huh. Standing before me were the ultimate students that had been handpicked by the school. I looked around at everyone who'd gathered there, taking in their faces one at a time. Maybe I was just imagining it, but I swear I could feel a kind of aura coming from each of them. Introductions are in order. How's it going? My name's Makoto Naegi. Sorry I'm late. A bunch of stuff happened, and then all of a sudden I was just asleep.
Huh?
Whoa, you too? Things just keep getting curiouser and curiouser. Oh, so strange. I declare beyond a shadow of a doubt that this is a strange situation indeed. What are you talking about? I honestly have no idea what's going on right now.
Got it!
Just a moment. There's something else we must address. Is that a hamster boy? No! All of these characters are human.
Listen to me!
Makoto, your tardiness is unacceptable. Surely you are aware the meeting was to start at 8 a.m. sharp. To be late on your first day is unspeakable. I must report you and you must accept your due punishment.
What?
What's your problem? It's not like you wanted to be late. You didn't have any control over it.
That's right.
Everyone, calm down. Listen, why don't we all go around and introduce ourselves?
Huh?
The heck? Now's not a time for friggin' introductions. Maybe, but it may be good to at least find out who we all are before digging into bigger problems here. I mean, how are we even supposed to talk to each other if we do not know each other's names?
Yeah.
That's a good point. Okay, so let's get introductions out of the way, then we can move on to whatever else. Sound good? Who cares introductions? I crave violence. Look, right now they're just high school students. There's no violence yet. Give it an hour. I'm still totally lost. I think it's best to just focus on getting to know each other for now. So I guess this is as good a chance as I'm gonna get. I've already looked everyone up on that Hope Speak Academy thread online, but I still don't... We gotta know people before we can get a chance to, like, have a murder happen. I still don't really know what kind of people they actually are. Time to find out. I'll start by talking to those 5 over there. Aim at a student, then talk to them. Conversations are important.
I'm Kiyotaka Ishimaru, high
I believe in bold simplicity. Let's work together on our educational crusade.
And yes, I have played this, so I know all of them. The ultimate moral compass. So that's Kiyotaka. According to what I saw about him on that thread, he went to a famous private school and won top honors every year. He's basically a flawless honor student. He's also known for the work he's done with his community's Public Morals Committee. They say he respects rules above all else, earning him the title of Ultimate Moral Compass. Anyway, you can call me Taka. You said your name was Makoto Naegi, right? Ha, that's a good name, a strong name. I should thank your parents for giving you such an excellent name, or you should thank your parents for giving you such an excellent name.
You hear me?
And to keep that name from losing its value, you must devote yourself every day.
Got it.
Life is worth putting every ounce of effort into it, right? Right. This guy's kinda annoying.
Not that you'll remember my name anyway, but I'm Toko Fukawa.
My legs, 75%. No, it must be 100% all the time, every day, even when you sleep. You must sleep at 100%. If you don't do everything at 100%, you aren't worth anything. The ultimate writing prodigy. Yeah, she wrote a novel when she was 10 that got everyone talking and launched her literary career. Then 2 years ago, she released So Lingers the Ocean, a love story said to be her masterpiece. The book was such a hit with women that fishermen quickly shot to the top of every hottest man poll. Oh, believe me, with my insomnia, definitely not sleeping at 100%. Mood. Despite her age, she's won countless literary prizes, and all her books are instant bestsellers. Which is why she's come to be known as the ultimate writing prodigy. What else would you call such a young and talented author? But I figured she'd be a lovey-dovey type, with her masterpiece being romance and all.
What's your problem?
What? It's not polite to stare, you know.
What the heck?
Stop staring at me like I'm some filthy creature. Filthy creature? No, I just thought... I know what you just thought. You just thought you'd never seen such an ugly woman. You just thought it was so funny. Just wait. No? That's not what I was thinking at all.
I'm telling you.
Don't bother trying to lie to me. I know it's true. Otherwise I know you can't stand looking at me.
Anyway.
Whatever. I don't really care. I'm used to it. Wow, talk about an inferiority complex. I was way off about what a successful author would be like.
Hi, I'm Sayaka Mizono. I look forward to getting to know you.
Ultimate pop sensation. The way she moves is positively mesmerizing. And that pleasant scent I can't quite place. Sayaka Mizono. When I saw her name in that thread online, frankly, I was pretty surprised. She's in a pop group famous all across the country. In fact, she's their lead singer. As the ultimate pop sensation, she's in high demand to appear on TV and in magazines everywhere. But actually, that's not the only reason I was surprised to find out she'd be going to this school. I'm sure she doesn't remember, but... Well, never mind. No matter how you slice it, she's really beautiful. Almost like a doll or something. Okay, so, I don't know if you missed it. Yeah, so all 15 are ultimates in something. The player character who you play as, he got into the school by lottery, so his title is the ultimate luck, or ultimate lucky student, basically. because out of everyone in the entire country who doesn't have an ultimate talent, he was picked to be the to go to the school. So so he is the lucky one. I'm not a doll, you know. I'm alive. Huh? Did you hear me? I'm psychic. Huh? Kidding. I just have really good intuition. She's a sharp one.
Hey,
Hey, hey, by any chance? Now what?
Huh?
Yeah, it must be. I'm sure of it. Hey, Makoto, did...
Just hold on.
Jeez, you guys. How long do you plan to waste our valuable time with this ridiculous back and forth? Sorry. Just got carried away, I guess.
You hear me?
Self-introductions are for introducing yourself, not bumbling through a bunch of idle chit-chat. You're right.
Sorry.
Sorry, Makoto. We can talk about this later. It sounded like Sayaka really had something she wanted to say. But it's not like we'll never see each other again. Like she said, we can talk later.
Yo, the name's Leon Kuwata. What's up?
I'm gonna stay on this and ask Magic, what ultimate do you think this character is? I don't know how long it's gonna take, but I'm curious, what you think this ultimate's going, what ultimate thing this character is, or this character's ability is. Oh, huh. Ultimate baseball star. I recognize that name. He played for the National High School champs as their cleanup hitter. The ultimate baseball star. I was so close. You did get a sport. It's pretty good. And that superb athletic specimen is... You? Seriously? Huh? What's wrong? Nothing. I'm just surprised. Just surprised? I figured with you being the ultimate baseball star and all...
Give me a break.
Ah, what? Were you expecting some kid with a shaved head? Shaved head? No, I was just expecting more of a, you know, sporty-looking traditional baseball player type. I mean, when I found that article and picture of you online, that's how you looked then. Oh, what? Oh, man. You found that picture of me playing baseball? Seriously, I hate that picture.
What the crap?
That is not cool. That is so not cool. Seriously, I'm like mega embarrassed right now. I didn't have a choice, okay? Shaving your head like that is part of national championship regulations.
I mean, seriously?
But now I refuse to cut my hair, and I'm not gonna dye it back to normal either.
Hey, listen.
Actually, can I be totally honest with you?
You know...
I don't like baseball. Like, at all. Never gone to a single practice. He's never practiced and he was still his team's best, or star player? He's some kind of prodigy.
Yeah!
And as soon as I got accepted here, I quit baseball for good. I have my own dream for the future. Dream for the future? My only path in life is getting into music. You can feel that star quality aura I have, right?
You know what I mean.
I'm gonna be a singer, so all I need is a songwriter and someone on guitar, and we're set.
How cool is that?
This new version of me that's chasing after my dream is like super cool to the max. I can't believe what I'm hearing. I never imagined I'd hear something like that from a baseball all-star.
I am Hifumi Yamada. But if you want to call me by my nickname,
The Alpha and the Omega!
I don't mind.
Oh yes, or as Magic called him, Hamster Boy. My name is Hamsterville. The ultimate fanfic creator. And by the way, how much do you know about the world of 2D art? World of 2D? Well, in that world, I am well known and supremely well regarded as the ultimate fanfic creator. I think in the actual, in Japanese, it's like, mangaka? Whoa, what did I do? What did I do? Nope, go away. Go away. There we go. It's like more like a comic creator, or a fanfic, like, comic-y person, rather than fanfic writing. So he's much more into, like, the drawing and that stuff than, like, Toko, who's, like, the novelist. I once sold 10,000 copies of one of my fan comics at a school festival. The event has passed into legend. Some of them didn't get it, of course, saying I'd tainted the event. How stupid can you be? That's too bad about them, but selling 10,000 copies like that is pretty remarkable.
However...
The words of such idiots mean nothing to me. I am like Van Gogh, utterly unappreciated in my time. I am a soldier serving night and day to destroy all mindless preconceptions about fan fiction. I'm sure if you were to observe my work, Mr. Naegi, you would comprehend its greatness immediately. For my work is filled with deepest meaning. What kind of meaning is... What kind of meaning?
Yes, indeed.
It's about embracing our basest urges. Why no, Hifumi, it's not a base urge. It's not. Shut up. I don't think I want to comprehend it. Okay, now to talk to those 5 over there. And boop!
Heya! I'm Aoi Asahina, but my friends just call me Hina. What's up?
He writes a lot of perverted stuff. You know, the base urge that everyone has. The ultimate swimming pow. Aoi Asahina. Bones! Hi, Bones! How you doing? She's been breaking records in every competition she's been in since elementary school. She's even been chosen in an upcoming Olympic cadet. As an upcoming Olympic cadet, she is, without a doubt, the ultimate swimming pro. The combination of her... Oh... I'm sorry to hear that. Hopefully it gets better. Yeah, it's a busy time. I feel like it's been busy for everyone. But that is very a big mood. Combination of her ability, appearance, and proportions, because apparently our character's also into that, has been wildly discussed online. So, what was your name again? Sorry, totally forgot. Makoto Naegi. Oh, yeah, I knew it was something like that. No, not something like that. It is that.
You got it!
Sure, got it. Here, I'll hammer it into my brain right now.
Yeah!
Makoto Naegi. She just kept repeating my name and moving her finger across her palm like she was writing something. What are you doing?
Huh?
You don't know? If you want to remember someone's name, you just gotta write it in your hand 3 times. I've never heard of that before in my life. How you been outside of school, Bones? Hey, by the way, how do you spell your last name? You spell it exactly like it sounds. Well, I have no idea. I'll just figure it out later and write it down.
Okay.
Anyway, glad to meet ya. Sure, same here. There's an outside of school. Fair. I don't know, maybe there's a fair outside of school?
Hello, nice to meet you. I'm Chihiro Fujisaki.
The ultimate programmer. Sorry, I get kind of embarrassed whenever I introduce myself like that. Anyway, I hope we can get along. Same here. Nice to meet you.
Huh?
Huh? Maybe it's just my imagination, but have we met before? I don't think so. We just met for the first time, which is why I said nice to meet you. That's what you do when you introduce yourself.
I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah. Good point. Sorry. God, I wish that were me. Hey! We try and help. Feel free to ask more questions, Magic. Also, if you want like... Feel free to ask more questions. Either of us would probably be glad to help. You are the stream, baby. You don't have to apologize for that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Chihiro Fujisaki is known for all the cutting-edge programs she's created. She's the ultimate programmer. She's also got that timid little bunny type thing going, which has endeared her to her legion of fans. Hey, so listen.
I'm sorry.
I'm really sorry. Huh? Why are you apologizing for now? What are you apologizing for now? Well, just 'cause you seem upset. You must be mad at me, right? I don't know anything about coding, but I'm willing to be emotional support. That is also very important. You always need emotional support, especially when coding, when sometimes all you need is to talk to a rubber duck or a person, and then you solve the issue. So having emotional support is so important for coding at times. No, not at all. I was just lost in thought about something. Huh? Lost in thought? Yeah, it had nothing to do with me being upset or anything.
Thank you.
Oh, that's good. I was afraid maybe you didn't like me. Okay, that's good. I'm glad. ... I'm starting to understand why her fans are so into her. ... Can I ask your name? Also, how is the sound to my voice? Do I need to mess with it at all? AKA turn game down. ...
My name is Kyoko Kirigiri.
The ultimate ... Okay. I just wanted to make sure. She's pretty tight-lipped, huh? Oh, but you know, her name didn't show up anywhere in that Hopes Peak Academy thread. And I did see that there were other students like me. Ones who didn't have any real identity or presence. Yeah, she's ready to murder, duh. I mean, did you see those gloves? Those are good hiding fingerprint gloves. Could this girl be one of them? So, what are you doing at the school?
What?
What's that supposed to mean? No, I just meant getting invited here means you're some kind of ultimate something, right? So what ultimate something are you? ...
That doesn't matter.
Why should I tell you? Huh? Well, I guess you don't have to tell me. No, I don't have to tell you, so I'm not going to. I'm here to learn! What are you doing at school? Trying to get my high school education so I can graduate and maybe go to college or get a full-time job. What else do people go to high school for, you moron? Nothing about her turned up online, so I was thinking maybe she got picked by chance like me, but... ... Her face is like an iron mask. She doesn't want to tell me anything. No point in asking.
Hi, I'm Junko Enoshima. Charmed, I'm sure.
Look at that smile. Ultimate fashionista. Anybody would recognize this one. She's got more charm and presence than any high school girl in the country. She's the ultimate fashionista. I've seen her on tons of magazine covers, but... I feel like that doesn't quite match up to reality.
What?
Huh?
Come on.
Oh, are you talking about my cover photos and junk? Well, of course. Those are totally photoshopped. Photoshopped? Yeah, you know, I did the heck and back with, like, computers and junk. Oh, so they aren't real.
What can we do?
Come on, don't act so surprised. You're gonna make me all depressed.
Totally.
It's totally normal these days to Photoshop the crap out of cover photos. If you're surprised by that, you'd be totally blown away by a certain dangerous little diva of ours. They make the eyes and junk super big and tweak the skin so it looks all ceramic and porcelain. Oh. So many dreams are getting crushed today. It's like it's 2020 all over again.
Name's Mondo Owada. Nice to fucking meet you.
Swearing! But Satan's not here yet! Ultimate biker gang leader. Mondo Owada, huh? Which means he's the current leader of the largest biker gang in Japan. He's earned respect, even awe, from every gang in the country. He's the ultimate biker gang leader. Do you live under a rock? How do you not realize the Photoshop was heavily used? Magic. This game was originally made in... Let me see... This was originally a PSP game. Came out in 2010. How do you not realize that real people don't look like that, lol? He's an idiot. ... Nice to meet you too.
Yo.
Heck yeah. I better be careful around him. One wrong word and I could wake up at the bottom of the sea. Go to Naeki, ultimate idiot. Okay. Those four over there are the only ones left.
I am Sakura Okami.
Ultimate martial artist. Oh, jeez. I almost asked her if she was a guy. No. This is like a 15-year-old. The day I saw something like that, say something like that out loud is the day I get turned into a human meatball. But now remember, she competed in a martial arts tournament in America and won, despite being a girl. Because apparently girls can't win in martial arts tournaments. What is this? Karate Kid? She's the ultimate martial artist. She's fought in over 400 matches and never lost a single one. Despite being a girl. The thread also said a bit more about her. Some call her Ogre. Some even think she's the closest known relative to the primates, the famed missing link, because they are a sexist piece of crap and should not be idolized because they are a sexist piece of crap. Any incoming Hopes Peak students who are reading this, let me warn you right now. If you value your life, avoid her at all costs. Standing in front of her right now, I don't think they were exaggerating about that.
Hey.
Hey, you. Uh-huh, yes? I snapped to attention without even realizing it. Then she started to poke and prod at my body. What are you?
I see.
Muscular quality and quantity was right around that of an extremely ordinary high school student. What a shame. You're not at all fit to act as my training partner. I'm not sure if that's such a shame for me. Get ready for the ultimate jerk.
Name's Byakuya Togami.
The ultimate affluent progeny. Basically, the ultimate rich kid. Hi, nice to meet you? ... That's the most introduction I've ever heard. But there isn't really anything I can do about it. He doesn't say as much terrible things as Elon Musk. He's just a terrible person. Even among the high school students, this one is special. Byakuya Togami. He's the heir apparent. Oh, hold on. We have a Satan coming.
Thank you. Hello.
Hello, hello.
I am late. I am tired. But I am finally here.
Wait.
And I see something about young Elon Musk.
Well, yes, there is, young Elon Musk here.
Oh?
Byakuya Togami. He's the heir apparent of his family's massive financial conglomerate. He's the ultimate rich kid.
Created wealth, just like Elon Musk. Got it.
He's already started managing business operations, and his own personal assets are, well, vast. His title of ultimate...
He's a dickhead.
Yes! Yes, he is! He is the biggest dickhead.
Great. Then it is Elon Musk.
His title of ultimate affluent progeny is completely accurate. He's the definition of exceptional. That's everything I've learned about him from that Hope's Peak Academy thread online.
Come on.
We're done with introductions, right? How much longer are you going to stand there? Go away. I'm sick of looking at you. We got magic and bones here. We got magic bones!
Magical bones?
We got magical bones!
That sounds great.
His aura says to me, you and I will never stand on the same level. Like a king in training. Huh, yes. That kid shall be the first to die.
If we could choose who to kill.
Yeah, we don't choose who to kill. Ah, yes. Here's the ultimate drug addict.
I'm Yasuhiro Hagakure. Hero for short. Take it easy, yeah? I know I will.
Everyone guess how old this kid is. Well, I look it up.
It's not how afros work.
Okay.
This is high school, right?
He is younger than 27, I will state that.
This is supposed to be high schoolers, isn't it?
He is the ultimate clairvoyant, yes. They are supposed to be high schoolers. Yasuhiro Hagakure.
How many times have they failed out of their grades?
Man, what kind of hair gel does he use, though?
I am like, look, kinky hair can have like different textures and stand up in different ways, but I feel like it doesn't usually look like that.
He's known as
where it's spiked out.
Known as Supernova in the psychic community, the trend-setting ultimate clairvoyant. Honestly, I don't really get all that fortune-telling stuff. It's pretty much beyond me. Gotta be glued. Still, I can't help wondering if there's any truth to it.
Could it be?
Okay. I give up. Huh? What happened?
You're serious?
I saw it. I looked right at it. Seriously, I totally saw it. Saw what? A guardian angel with a crazy perm chasing after Bigfoot, running off with a skyfish in its mouth.
Yep, super clairvoyant.
No, he is the ultimate druggie. This guy just is high every day. All day, every day.
Oh, nice. What's he on? Where do I get it?
And that guardian angel is your guardian angel. I'm just kidding. But hey, we should grab some brewski sometime and get real deep in the Moriented civilization. What? We're not allowed to drink. We're in high school.
You know?
Oh, I'm actually 21. I've been held back a few times, see, and, well, it's a long story. What's the legal drinking age in Japan?
20.
Oh, okay. Magic!
Bitch, what the fuck? Clearly, the ultimate clairvoyant couldn't clairvoyant his way into getting good grades.
What's it like his accuracy is like at a 12% or something like that? And that's like amazing.
I mean, if you were right 12% of the time, saying random ass shit, yeah, I'd be pretty impressed actually.
I do not think we have been introduced. I am Celestia Ludenberg.
Oh, wait. I should change this so you can hear it. Whoops. You can't hear Jack.
Fine. You don't. I don't need to. I don't need to hear.
Yes, you do.
Okay.
Celestia Luden, huh? Do you want to do any voices, or am I voicing literally everyone?
I'm not here to participate. I'm here to heckle and still work.
Okay. Ludenberg, it is my name, but if you don't mind, I would prefer for you to call me Celeste. You are Japanese, right?
Huh?
Of course. Why do you ask? If you don't mind, could you tell me your real name? I don't know what you're talking about.
That's fucking rude, Makoto.
Celestia Ludenberg is my real name. I'm here to heckle. I mean, isn't that everyone? But as I mentioned, I would much rather you'd call me Celeste.
I couldn't just drop off this call and heckle you from chat like everyone else.
No, you can't.
Why not?
She's polite, but pretty forceful at the same time. I don't think she wants to say any more about it. Guess the rumors in that thread were right about her. The self-styled Celestia Ludenberg. She's the ultimate gambler who's never lost a bet. Other than her obvious love of gothic Lolita clothes, everything about her is wrapped in a veil of lies. They say she entered and won an underground gambling tournament, earning the title Queen of Liars. Like liars, like the...
Alright, at the end of this, tag yourself. I'm the Veil of Lies, actually.
This is actually the last character. We've met everyone except for the, quote, headmaster.
Well, I've forgotten.
Yeah, no, that's fair. She totally...
I like her fashion.
She totally cleaned out the other players, taking their life savings and laughing as she did it. I look forward to getting to know you better.
That fake-ass laugh.
What?
That fake-ass laugh.
Yeah, oh yeah. Oh yeah. That smile is beyond deceptive. I better watch myself around her. And with that, all the introductions are done. Well, even though they're all ultimate, they each have their own individual sort of, something? Okay, time to get down to business. This is no time to stand around making friends like a bunch of delighted baboons. Oh, that's true. I think someone said something about a bigger problem or something. What was that about? Well, you see, Makoto, you said a bunch of stuff happened and then you were just asleep, right? Something? It's called a personality, Makoto. Truly, the ultimate idiot. Ah, yes. We have dubbed Makoto instead of the ultimate lucky student, the ultimate idiot.
Yeah, that sounds alright.
Yeah, it sounds about right. Well,
Not the entire role of an MC.
Yeah, but Makoto's like... I think he sometimes goes farther.
Farther than Spank?
Oh,
Farther than Avery?
Well, the same is true for all of us. What? Seriously?
I mean, seriously?
Yeah, just after each of us got into the main hall, we lost consciousness. We took all the drugs and then we just woke up somewhere here in the school. That's what happened to you, right? But that's just weird. That every one of us would get knocked out like that. How much drugs did we take at once?
Piece of shit!
I have trouble saying Mondo's lines.
Ah, okay. So I'll do this. I'll do that and only that.
Because he curses a lot. I just can't with this. Every Magic Soul was like, is that the looks like the chips? Yes. Exactly. That's why we're all freaked out. Or freaking out. And that's not the only thing. You saw where all the windows in the classrooms and hallways were, right? But instead of normal glass windows, it's a bunch of big metal plates. What's that about?
Are you for real?
Oh, plus all my stuff's missing, even my cell phone. Yeah, you're right. I haven't seen my PDA anywhere either. And then there's the main hall here. Why are there guns attached to the door? The front exit is completely blocked by some giant metal hatch.
What does this mean?
But there wasn't anything like that when I first got here.
What the heck?
What the heck? What's it doing there?
That face.
Oh, maybe we got caught up in some kind of, like, you know, crime or something?
Is it like...
What? Like, a kidnapping? You think maybe somebody grabbed us and hauled us off and we're not actually at school?
Their facial expressions are so ridiculous.
Yes, they are. Oh, come on. Don't think like that. Cheer up. I bet this is all part of the school's orientation procedure to drug us all with every drug known to man, and lock down the school and make us forget everything.
You know?
Okay, but where do I get some?
Yeah, I'm sure that's it. So I'm just gonna take it easy for a little bit.
I see.
Oh, so you think they wanted to do something to surprise us?
What the hell?
Huh? Well, if that's all it is, it's time for nap. It's nap time for me. Mood, the ultimate mood, right there. Also, that face.
You know what I mean.
I was up way too late last night, so I could use a little shut-eye. Also, mood. I could feel everyone's tension evaporating. Didn't you all just wake up? Yeah, well, we don't know how long everyone else was awake. All we know is we, like, woke up a few minutes ago. We don't know how long everybody else has been awake. All they said was they just suddenly woke up in a place they've never been before.
Testing. Mic check 1, 2. This is a test of the school broadcast system. Am I on? Can everyone hear me? Okay, well then.
The voice seemed totally out of place. It was so playful, so completely unconcerned. I couldn't help but feel a deep, unnerving dread at the sound of it. It was like hearing someone laugh at the scene of an accident. The accident was called our births.
To all incoming students, I would like to begin the entrance ceremony right now. Please make your way to the gymnasium at your earliest convenience. That's all. I'll be waiting.
Oh, hey, a teddy bear.
What? The...
Hell?
Was that just now?
Goodbye.
Well then, if you'll excuse me. Hey, what? You're gonna take off just like that without me?
Could it be?
Oh yeah, now I get it. This whole thing was just to get us all pumped for the entrance ceremony. Man, thank God it was all just a joke. I'd be totally freaked out if it was real.
You know?
Alright, guess I'll head out too. Wonder what they got planned for us next.
Happy kill nap time? Damn.
Beep!
I said damn.
Oh, I was totally looking forward to that nap too. Why'd you have to go and kill the nap? Or kill the mood?
Kill the nap indeed.
Kill the nap, kill the nap, kill the nap.
Kill the nap. What did the nap ever do to you except make you well rested?
Wait for me. I want to go with you. Well, that is it then. I will see you all there.
Anyway.
Not that anyone cares, but I'm gonna go too. Everyone took off for the gym, but I was frozen where I stood. That uneasy feeling I'd had before. I couldn't get it out of my mind. It looked like I wasn't the only one. This doesn't seem right.
This is bad.
Yeah, that announcement was like totally weird.
However,
Maybe, but just staying put doesn't mean we'll be safe. Besides, aren't you guys just a little bit curious to find out what's going on around here?
I see.
If we don't move forward, we learn nothing. The only choice is to push ahead. I guess she's right? But still, I'm really nervous. We don't have a choice. We have to go. They said to go to the gym, right? Fine, I guess I'll save.
Alright, so when you heckle and chat and have to read everything out loud, then finally you have to be slowing down to my rate of playing games.
That surveillance camera has what looks like a gun attached to it. There's no way that's a real gun. Right?
Right? Yeah, totally.
Should I talk to everybody or should I just leave?
Talk to everybody.
Ah, fine.
this is bad.
What was with that announcement? It was like totally creepy.
Shit.
He said it. What the
hell
kind of game are they playing?
Lord Sharky?
Oh, what? What the?
Hell?
Is this some kind of bad joke? Something weird is going on here, right? It's not just me.
Listen.
I know how you feel, but all we can do now is check it out, right? True. If we do not move forward, we learn nothing. The only choice is to push ahead. Are you okay? Is everyone okay? I gotta put on my, stereotypical nerd voice.
Okay. Isn't that just your normal voice?
Wow. Oh, it is framey for a little bit for me. Holy.
Hey, come on.
God, I had no idea this Hope's Peak Academy place was gonna be such a pain in my balls. I really ain't that it really ain't that much different from the time I spent in juvie.
I like how you're fine saying balls, but you know, hell is just, oh god. Can't say that.
This place is even worse. And why isn't there anyone here? Walking through the holes, I didn't see a single person.
This is bad.
Isn't that, like, seriously not good? They're just trying to spook us. They'll take those metal plates down later, I'm sure of it. All we can do now is hope for the best and prepare for the worst. Nothing ventured, nothing gained.
Shit.
Well... Beep!
Hell?
It ain't like I'm scared or nothing. Let's just get this over with.
Hey, damn it.
No, Sharky wants to say heck and dang, and I'm like, how dare you?
Yeah, it's literally I try to and then I get yelled at.
Yeah.
Hey, Where's whoever called us here?
Thinking.
Mondo, stop! No, stop running!
Well then.
I too shall go. Hey, wait! Don't leave me here alone! Okay, time for more tutorial. You can do things. Observing things helps you learn things.
Wow, tutorials. ...
Total silence. For whatever reason, she's the only one managing to stay calm. Or maybe I'm just imagining that? Where are all the other students? Why are we the only ones here?
This is bad.
I'm totally getting a bad vibe right now. Like, totally, seriously, and all that stuff.
This is bad.
Display case. There are all kinds of trophies and plaques here. Of course, all the students who go here are ultimates, right? So this is probably just a tiny fraction of all their awards. And poop. Still filled with uneasy dread, I did what the announcement said and went to the gym. And I saw what was waiting for us there. Oh, it really does look like an entrance ceremony.
Yo.
Oh, see? Told ya, it's a totally normal entrance ceremony stuff. Hero was right, for once. But in a way, that just emphasized how completely not normal all of us were.
Hey there, howdy, hello. Is everyone here? Good. Then let's get things rolling.
Father, please, I crave violence. We're still getting introductions done, magic. The prologue takes a little bit because the introductions are a little...
Teddy bear?
I'm not a teddy bear.
It's a teddy bear.
I'm not a teddy bear. Not at all.
Am Monokuma!
Who needs exposition?
And I am this school's headmaster.
Yep, that's the headmaster. Why does that have a belly button?
Because it has to have the stuffing put into it somewhere.
It was the strangest thing I'd ever seen. Right before my eyes, it was... What I was seeing was... It was... utterly incomprehensible.
Nice to meet you all.
Such a bright voice and carefree attitude was completely out of place. And all that anxiety I'd been carrying with me suddenly transformed into outright fear.
Say what?
Wow! That teddy bear can talk! Calm down. I'm sure there's just a speaker in it.
Hey, come on now.
This is going to be the worst. Hey, I told you already, I'm not a teddy bear.
You don't have to go that nasally.
I don't know how to do the voice. I'm Monokuma. I'm your headmaster.
Say what?
I'm your headmaster.
What? It moved. Seriously, man, calm down. It's probably just a remote control toy or something. How dare you compare me to a child's plaything? You've cut me deeper than the Mariana Trench. My remote control system is so complex, even the folks at NASA can't recreate it or even comprehend it.
Bear it.
Ha, but don't make me say stuff that might destroy NASA's dreams. I just couldn't bear it.
Well,
Bear that? Really? You are unfortunate. The puns. But Now then, moving on. We really must hurry and get started.
come on.
Given up already? No, they're stupid bear puns.
Now then.
Quiet down now, quiet down. Ah, okay, so... he has abandoned the gag.
Good morning.
Everyone, stand at attention and bow, and good morning!
You hear me?
Good morning!
What's your problem?
You don't have to say it back.
Now then.
Let us commence with a most noteworthy and memorable entrance ceremony. First, let's talk a bit about what your school life here will be like. Now, make no mistake, you few students, so full of potential, represent the hope of the world. And to protect such splendid hope, you will all live a communal life together, solely within the confines of this school. Everyone will live in harmony together, and adhere to the rules and regulations of the school. Huh? Now then, regarding the end date of this communal life?
Too bad.
There isn't one! In other words, you'll all be here until the day you die. Such is the school life you've been assigned. What did he just say? Until the day we die?
Yep.
Oh, but fear not. We have quite an abundant budget, so you won't lack for all the common conveniences.
Hold on a second.
That's the least of our worries right now. Yeah, what the...
Hell?
You're saying I have to, like, live here forever? You're screwing with us, right?
It's true.
It's true, I am screwing with you. Me as a student, cool. Is this legal? I am not screwing with you. I am no liar. Of that you can be 100% sure. And just for your information, you're completely cut off from the outside world. So you don't have to worry about that dirty, dirty land beyond those walls ever again. Cut off? So all those metal plates all over the school... They're there to keep us trapped in here? That's exactly what they're for. No matter how much you may yell and scream for help, help will not come.
Did our fucking parents know about this?
So, with all of that in mind, feel free to live out your life here with reckless abandon.
Hey, come on.
Oh, come on. What the
Hell?
is this? I don't care if the school or whatever else is behind it all. This is just a really bad joke. Yeah, cut this.
Shit.
Ow, it ain't funny anymore.
Unbelievable.
You keep saying things like, this is a lie or a joke. A bunch of skeptics, all of you.
What are you gonna do?
But I guess you can't help it, huh? You all grew up in an age where you're taught to doubt your neighbor. Well, you'll have plenty of time to find out whether or not what I say is true. And when that time comes, you'll see with your own eyeballs that I speak the undeniable truth.
You'll have plenty of time to doubt your neighbors.
Having to live here forever would be quite the problem.
What's this?
Come now, what's the matter with all of you? You decided to, of your own free will to attend Hope's Peak Academy, didn't you? And now, before the entrance ceremony is even finished, you've already decided you want to leave?
Hey,
Oh, but you know, I guess I did forget to mention one thing. There is one way for you to leave the school. Really?
Actually...
As headmaster, I've crafted a special clause for those of you who would like to leave. I call it the graduation clause. It's like the Santa Claus, but for graduating.
Now then.
Now, let me tell you about this fun little rule. As I mentioned, in order to maintain an environment of harmony here, we rely on a communal lifestyle. And if somebody were to disrupt that harmony, they and they alone would be allowed to leave the school. That, my students, is the graduation clause. You can leave in a body bag.
What?
I mean, what do you mean?
Just wait like 5 more minutes.
What do you mean by disrupt the harmony? Well, you know, if one person were to murder another... Murder?
Yes, indeed.
Stabbing, strangling, bludgeoning, crushing, hacking, drowning, igniting, how you do it doesn't matter. You must kill someone if you want to leave. It's as simple as that. The rest is up to you. Give it your all to achieve the best outcome in the worst possible way. A chill shot down my spine. You must kill someone if you want to leave? As soon as I heard those words, my blood went cold. I bet that got your brain juices flowing. Beats the heck out of a human catching a salmon, huh? Okay, so this is just the Hunger Games? Yes, but... No, yes, but...
Yes, but no.
Yes, but with a, like, huge asterisk. Not everyone has to die to win. Well, kind of. Like I said before, you guys are the hope of the world, but you know, taking that hope and seeing it get murdered creates a darkened shadow of despair.
Extreme!
And I just find that so darn exciting!
What the hell?
Are you talking about? To kill each other, To kill each other is to kill each other. I'm sure there's a dictionary here somewhere if you need it. What are you, the ultimate idiot or something?
What are you saying?
We know what it means. That's not the problem. Why do we have to kill each other?
Say what?
Yeah, stop blabbering on with all this nonsense. Just let us go home already.
Blabbering? 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 What do you mean blabbering? Stop blabbering on about blabbering on!
You guys just don't get it, do you? Let us go, let us go. You keep on saying the same thing over and over and over and over and over. Listen, from this moment on, this school is your home, your life, your world, got it? And you can kill as much as you want to kill. So go ahead, go on a killing spree. Alright, come on. How are you gonna keep this up? Do I have to
I'm
take...
like, alright, so the ultimate chemist will have a great advantage. Magic, it's your time to shine.
Huh?
You know?
You got us, okay? You scared the
Hell?
out of us. So you can go ahead and reveal the trick now. Reveal the trick?
I'm right?
Flat knife. Alright, I'm down. Yeah, because, I mean, you know, this is all some kind of trick and all, right? So, like... Dude, shut the...
Hell.
up and get out of my way. Shoving Hero aside, Mondo placed himself...
I swear to pop up.
What?
I'm waiting for a more exciting swear to pop up, you know.
Oh.
Hell. Where are the fucks? Where are the shit?
He said a lot of those earlier.
God damn.
There might be a voice clip of that.
Are you telling me I missed it?
Shoving Hero aside, Mondo placed himself in front of Monokuma, his voice rumbling like thunder.
You're fucking dead.
Okay, I just want you to read this.
Asshole.
This.
No, I was waiting for you to finish whatever you were about to say.
I was gonna say, you can read this entire line.
Listen up, asshole. This shit's gone way too far. What the hell kind of joke is this?
What's the matter?
Joke?
That's the kind of swearing I was looking for. Thanks. Thanks, game.
Joke? What? You mean like your hair? It looks like a chip. I want to eat it.
You son of a bitch.
Mondo roared out, and then there was a sudden boom. It was the sound of the floorboards as he kicked off and launched himself into the air. He flew up Monokuma, fast and straight as a bullet. He'd lock onto his target.
Gotcha, you little piece of shit! I don't know if you're a toy or a stuffed animal or whatever the hell. Either way, I'm gonna rip you to fucking shreds!
Is that more swearing?
What?
That's what I was looking for.
The headmaster is in violation of school regulations!
Shut the fuck up! Let me out of here, I swear to Christ! Hey, damn it.
What, no smartass comeback this time?
Piece of shit!
Stop that goddamn beeping and say something!
Are you happy now?
Yes.
Watch out!
Get rid of it.
Huh?
Hurry up and throw it. I don't know if ferocity stunned him into silence or what, but without a word, he did what he was told. He threw Monokuma. And as soon as he did... Yeet!
The hell?
What the?
That sure as shit wasn't a joke. It blew the hell up!
There was a painful ringing in my ear. I could smell gunpowder. Explosions might happen all the time in movies or whatever, but when it's in real life? I've never seen anything like it. I thought you were in a gag. You don't recognize the sound of a bomb countdown?
Yes?
Will the ultimate bike gang leader in Japan know what a bomb countdown sounds like?
I feel like he knows what a baseball bat cracking someone's skull sounds like.
So him and Leon would get real good fun. But, you know, this means that the teddy bear's been destroyed, right?
Hey!
Japanese...
I know, I'm not a Japanese biker gang.
I told you, I'm not a teddy bear. I'm Monokuma! Huh? There's another one?
Damn you!
You son of a bitch! You seriously tried to kill me just now.
Of course!
Well, yes. I was serious about trying to kill you. You did violate one of the school regulations, after all. I'll let you off with a warning this time, but you better be careful from now on. Any naughty boy or girl who violates my rules won't get off with just a little swat on the butt.
This is bad.
Hey, so, like, does this mean there's, like, a bunch more of you around somewhere?
Yep.
Monokumas have been placed all throughout the school, yes. Plus, don't forget the surveillance cameras installed everywhere. And if you're caught breaking any rules, well, you all just saw what happened, right? And I won't be so forgiving with my punishment next time, so don't let it happen again. Principal, hey! Pulls out a sword. No running in the halls! That's not even a punishment. That's just wrong.
Well?
Now then, lastly, to commemorate your joyous entry into our school, I have a little something for you. This is our official school handbook. Pretty cool, right? As you can see, it's fully digital, so naturally, we call it the E-Handbook because we're original. ... Yes, well, moving on. This handbook is absolutely vital to a healthy school life, so don't lose it. Well, when you start it up, it will display your name. Always make sure you have the right one. Now, this is not your everyday notebook. It also has so many more uses than that.
What?
Also, it's completely waterproof. Splash it, wash it, drown it, it'll keep on ticking. Man, can we get that technology? And thanks to its space-age design, it can withstand an impact force up to 10 tons. Very resistant. Can we please get that technology? It contains all of our school regulations, so make sure you review them thoroughly.
You guys...
You'll hear me...
Have technology that resistant and stable, then they wouldn't be able to sell us more technology. Capitalism demands that we have to keep replacing it.
You'll hear me say this a lot, but any violation of school regulations will not be tolerated. Rules are strict, yes, but they also protect. Society, for example, would be utter chaos without laws.
Yes, indeed.
The same thing applies here, which is why it's crucial we have strict punishments in place for violators. Okay, well, that brings our entrance ceremony to a close.
Bye-bye.
Please enjoy your abundantly dreary school life, and see ya! And with that, he was gone, leaving us all in a state of shock. So, guys, how would you define what we just experienced?
What the crap?
Huh? How? Why? I don't understand any of this. We have to live here forever? Or kill? What just happened?
Calm
calm down.
Everyone, we need to just calm down. First, let's just take a second to summarize everything we just heard. Based on what Monokuma said, we essentially have two choices. Choice number one is that we each stay here living a communal life together until the day we die. And the other choice is...
Indeed.
If we want to get out of here alive, we have to kill someone, right?
That's...
But killing someone, that's... We were abducted out of nowhere and stuffed into this place meant to look like a school. And now we're supposed to start killing each other? This is just... What is this?
I mean, what would school life be without a little trauma?
Just a little sprinkle of trauma.
Yeah, for flavor.
A lie. It is what it is. All those ridiculous things we've heard. This all has to be a fake. Kitaka has some serious attack eyebrows. Yeah, Taka does. Right now, it doesn't matter if it's real or fake. What matters is...
So, in other words...
Is there anyone here who's seriously considering all this? To that, nobody had a response. Keeping quiet myself, I looked around at the others.
Alright, who can we get away with murdering?
They all stared at each other, trying to gauge each other's thoughts. I could almost taste the hostility. Tastes like cream soda.
Mmm, delicious.
And that's... That would be a response.
What? Hostility is delicious? What's wrong?
Sorry. Oh boy. And that's when it hit me. I realized the true terror hidden within the rules Monokuma had laid out. You must kill someone if you want to leave. Those words had planted vicious thoughts deep within each of us. Each of us became suspicious of everyone else. We were forced to wonder, is somebody gonna betray us? I want cream soda. So you want some hostility?
Yeah, delicious.
And that was how my
In fact, I have cream soda in my kitchen. I'm gonna make a hostility cocktail later.
Please, post the recipe for hostility cocktail.
Alright, that's going in Satan's sinning space later.
And that was how my new school life began. This school, which had come out of nowhere to raise my hopes so high, is not a school of hope. It's a school of despair. Hey,
So
I think
cool.
we finished the prologue. It only took an hour and a half.
Okay, I'll be right back.
Well, not like anything's about to happen. 15 surviving students. To be continued. Hey! Let's lower that number. Makoto Naegi. Oh, don't worry. That number is gonna lower. There ain't gonna be 15. Always. There's some fire. That's Magic's favorite. This actually plays when you boot the game up. So you see this number like upon the start.
And here we have Sharky sings again. Woo.
Hey, we got the school crest.
Wow.
Yeah, let's save.
save.
You must kill
But
someone
why not kill?
if you want to leave. My mind froze and my breath caught in my throat as I thought about that. I could feel a paralyzing fear slowly making its way through my body, dominating every last nerve. The air hung heavy on me, pressing down like a weight around my neck. It took everything I had just to endure that weight. Chapter 1. To survive. Daily life. How far did you get? Did you get to a deadly life?
I don't remember. How long ago do you think this was?
Did you get to the first murder?
I think so.
Okay. But as heavy as the air felt, all it took to pierce it was her sharp words.
And?
So, what are you going to do now?
Hey.
Just stand around glaring at each other? Her pointed comment was directed at everyone in the room. It helped pull us all back to reality. Right, she's right.
Listen to me!
Sometimes, even if you're nervous or afraid, you just have to step forward. To forget such a simple fact, I can't forgive myself. I'm so ashamed.
You hear me?
Please, someone hit me. I can't forgive myself. Somebody hits me. Punish me. Taka, if that's your kink, that's cool, but like, we're in a gym. Take that to a bedroom.
Huh?
Also, I just need to read off this book title I just came across. Okay?
Found the masochist. Yeah, read it.
Shamanic Plant Medicine, Magic Mushrooms, the Holy Children.
What? Okay.
It's a book title. Shamanic Plant Medicine, Magic Mushrooms, the Holy Children. The Shamanic Plant Medicine series acts as an introduction to specific teacher plants used by shamans in a variety of cultures to facilitate spirit communion, healing, divination, and personal discovery. I am unsure if this is fiction or non-fiction.
That title is a trip in and of itself.
It is, isn't it?
Jesus. If you have time to yell about it, you have time to do something about it.
However...
Perhaps, but what is the mission exactly?
Stupid.
Idiot. To look for a way out, duh. What the? And we totally need to find whoever was controlling that stupid bear and beat the
hell
out of them.
Now we're back to boring swears.
But before we do all that, maybe we should take a look at the handbook. It's probably best to check out the school regulations Monokuma mentioned before doing anything else.
This is fine.
True. If we stumble around with no clue what the rules are, something like that might happen again. There you go.
Shit.
Alright. So then...
Fine. Let's just hurry up and check out the stupid rules already. Magic.
Do you want to go to heaven? Because I'm about to beat the hell out of you.
After turning... Yes, Papa? You're hilarious. Please keep being funny. After turning on my
That's magic. Truly my adopted child.
After...
You didn't learn it from me, but I appreciate it.
After turning on my e-handbook, the first thing that appeared was my name. So just like Monokuma said, the owner's name showed up front and center. Then from the main menu that popped up, I selected the school regulations icon. An itemized list appeared on screen. It was the school regulations. In other words, the rules being imposed on all of us. Students may reside only within the school. Leaving campus is an unacceptable use of time. Nighttime is from 10 p.m. to 7 a.m. Crap, it's nighttime. Some areas are off limits at night, so please exercise caution.
It's only 8:17.
Sleeping anywhere other than the dormitory will be seen as sleeping in class and punished accordingly. With minimal restrictions, you are free to explore Hope's Peak Academy at your discretion. Violence against Headmaster Monokuma is strictly prohibited, as is destruction of surveillance cameras. Oh, I'm just saying, thank you, Papa!
Which voice is that supposed to be? I don't think magic sounds like that.
Oh, I know for a fact magic doesn't sound like that.
Yeah, we've heard them.
Anyone
During Among Us.
Anyone who kills a fellow student and becomes blackened will graduate unless they are discovered. Additional school regulations may be added as necessary. Feeling a slight dizziness, I raise my face up from the screen. Lies, my voice is an enigma. Ah. So you're Edward Nigma, the Riddler. As I looked around, I saw the same stormy expression on everyone's faces.
Stop fucking around.
There you go.
This is bullshit. What the hell kind of rules are these? I'm not gonna let them control me. No, I want the one from earlier that had like 3. Where you were like, okay, you gotta read the whole one.
Well then, why don't you wander around the school without a care in the world and see what happens? Personally, I would love to see what happens when someone breaks one of the rules.
However...
But if he got punished like what we saw before, I don't think there'd be a respawn waiting for him. Nerd. ...
Yo.
Ever since I was a kid, I grew up with my older brother pounding this into my head. When a man makes a promise, he has to keep it, even if it kills him. So, like, what?
What?
Made a ton of promises that I still have to keep. That's so what?
Piece of shit!
So I can't afford to die in here. None of that made much sense to me, but you are saying you will follow the regulations, is that it?
That's true.
Huh? Oh, well, yeah, I guess you're right. Hey, I have a question. For regulation number 6, what do you think it means exactly? Anyone who kills a fellow student becomes a blackened, yada yada yada. You're talking about the second half, right? Where it says, unless they are discovered? I was wondering about that myself. It's saying that if you want to graduate, you have to kill someone without anyone finding out it was you. Basically, you have to be a good murderer. But why? Why do we have to do that? I don't see any reason to worry about it. Just worry about following the rules as they've been explained to us. Unless I decide to kill you all, who knows what I'll decide tomorrow.
Such ignorance.
Frankly, I don't want to hear anything from someone who waits for others to decide what to do for them. Just don't jab at me. No, here's the masochist. You thought Taco's the masochist? No, Toko's the masochist.
Give me a break.
More like a full-on stab.
I make it turned on.
What? What did you say?
Isn't that what she's saying, essentially?
Yeah, basically.
Expression.
Yeah. Well, for now, let's forget all that silly junk about murderers or whatever.
Okay.
Now then, we know the rules. Let's start exploring the school. True, we need to find out where exactly we are. Is there any way out? What about food and supplies?
You understand?
There are tons of questions we need to answer.
Let's do it!
Damn straight.
Okay then, let's all start looking around. I'll be going alone.
What?
Like, what? Why? That's a pretty stupid idea, don't you think? Someone here might already have started thinking about murdering one of us. Are you saying we should stand around with them in our midst and make it much easier for them?
Hold on a second.
Oh, wait, hold on a second. That would never...
What?
Don't bother saying it could never happen. You can't deny the possibility. That's why you all seized up with fear when that graduation school was made clear to you. Am I wrong? But... ... So, I'm simply acting in accordance with what I think is best for me.
Just hold on.
Hold on. Like...
Like hell?
I'm gonna let you run off and do whatever you want.
What?
Out of my way, Plankton. SpongeBob is waiting for you.
What?
What the fuck's that supposed to mean?
Such ignorance.
One tiny bit of plankton drifting across the sea. So minuscule, so insignificant, they couldn't possibly have any influence on the boundless ocean.
He's really, like, encouraging someone to try the murder thing. I'm gonna kick your ass!
Stop it. We shouldn't fight.
What?
Beat the shit out of the rich. Fuck you just say? You some kind of goody-goody little bitch?
You want to throw down?
First of all, bitch. Second of all, you ever heard of the butterfly effect? Third of all, bitch!
What?
What magic said?
What Magic said?
Yeah, it's right there.
Is my chat not updating?
First of all, bitch. Second of all, butterfly effect. Third of all, bitch!
Let me see if I can refresh chat. Cause, that literally didn't appear for me. Oh, there it is. Huh. Who do you think you are, talking to me like that? You think you're my...
fucking...
dad or something? No, I wasn't...
You son of a bitch!
Fuck you!
Wham. He punched me. And I flew back. In a heap. It was like something straight out of a comic book or video game or something weird like that. I didn't even see the punch coming. It was just suddenly right there in my face. And then I was like 5 miles back. 1 second I was standing there, the next I was soaring through the air like Superman. Now that I think about it, maybe I'd kind of forgotten the kind of people I'd be trapped here with. My common sense had just stopped functioning. Being around all these ultimates had blown my fuses. So I guess I shouldn't be surprised it led to something as absurd as this. But I just lost track of that sense of reality. That was my last thought as my consciousness started to fade, before it finally cut out completely. And when I finally opened my eyes again, what I saw was...
death.
Well, where am I? As if it had been part of my daily routine, I woke up in yet another room I'd never seen before. Okay, so... where am I now? Now I have access to blah 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 tutorial. This must be the room to the key to the room. My name's written on the keychain, so it must be mine. I'd better hang on to it for now. There doesn't seem to be anything particularly strange about the bed. It's a notepad. I guess the school must have given one to each of us. Looks like there's something in the drawer. It's toolkits. Must be brand new. It's still in the shrink wrap. I don't really need it right now, so I'll just leave it there. I love how the door, like, you can see behind the shadow behind it. Because it's not actually attached to the wall. This would appear to be the bathroom. Huh? It's not opening. I guess it's locked. Don't think about it too hard. Looks like the door leads outside. It's locked. Some of the rooms have locks, huh?
And like all the doors are locked because they're not real doors.
There's a piece of paper hanging up on the wall which says, announcement from Headmaster Monokuma. Also, why is the bed like in the middle of the floor? Yes. Each room's lock has been designed to completely protect against tampering or lockpicking. Remaking an individual's key is quite troublesome, so please make sure not to lose yours. Your room comes furnished with a shower, but please note that the water is turned off at nighttime. Also, the bathrooms in the girls' rooms include a lock of their own. Finally, we've prepared a small gift for each of you. For the girls, a sewing kit, and for the boys, a toolkit.
Wow, nonsense.
What'd you say?
Gendered nonsense.
The sewing kit includes a map of the body's vital organs. One stab will do the job, girls! For the boys, we believe a strong blow to the head with any of the tools should be ample.
But what if one of the girls wants to kill via blunt force trauma?
I like the map idea, though.
I mean, yes. But what if we use the vital organs and blunt force trauma?
Don't think, just feel. Let's all enjoy ourselves. ... I crumpled up the sheet of paper and threw it in the trash can. Think I'm starting to understand. This room must be... my dormitory, right? Right. This is my dorm room. Someone must have carried me here after I fell unconscious. First step to murder is to have fun and be yourself. So that answers the question. The next is, where's everyone else? There's only one way to find out, and that's to get out. Boop. Boop.
Have they checked what time it is?
Nope, he has no idea what time it is. But there was someone else waiting for me. It was like something out of an old TV show.
Wham!
Another punch to the face.
Oh, Sayaka? Sorry. Are you okay?
I'm fine. I hope you're okay. Sorry about that.
Is this what they call a meet cute?
No? You already met her, right?
Yes, I know. We did. She had an embarrassed smile on her face. I stood up slowly. Are you okay, Sayaka? Are you hurt? She's here to kill you. You have to strike first while the iron is hot. Literally. You make it sound worse than it is. I'm completely fine.
I mean, if you hit someone with a hot iron, they probably will die, right?
I know how I look, but I've actually built some pretty good muscle jumping up and down on stage. That's good then. But are you okay? You know, from when Mondo hit you? That's true. I got knocked out right in front of everyone. I guess I revealed my lack of cool right from the beginning. Oh, I'm fine. Nothing wrong here.
That's good.
Oh, that's good. I was kind of worried. Thanks. Oh, by the way, what are you doing here? Actually, I came to get you. You came to get me? Well, if you really are feeling better, I was hoping you could come to the dining hall. The dining hall?
You see.
After you got knocked out, everyone decided to go and do their own thing. We decided it would be more effective if we split up to investigate. You were knocked out for the entire time and therefore it was useless. So we agreed to get together later on and talk about what we found. Does being cool really matter in a situation like this, though? I guess if you like somebody, I don't know. Is that how liking people works?
Yeah, you don't want to be a lame murderer. Come on now.
So does that mean it's almost time to get back together? If that's what's going on, then of course I'll go with you.
That's good.
Good. I'll go on ahead and meet you at the dining hall then. It's not like you know where the dining hall is, but I'll meet you there anyway. Hey, look, it's our room.
If you're lame, then you'll get less attention.
That is a mood.
Is it?
I mean, I am lame.
Not to be too lame.
I
need to get attention drawn to you for being lame, and then you'll be a target.
This must be the dormitory dining hall. Yeah, it looks pretty clean, so that's good. I guess that's not really important right now, with us being prisoners here and all.
Well, I mean, if you're prisoners, don't you want to make sure that your food is hygienic?
Yeah, that's true. Nobody was there waiting for us. We don't really have much choice, so I guess we should just wait here for now. Okay, let's just wait here. Huh? You heard that?
Like I said, I'm psychic.
Oh, come on. I'm just kidding. Seriously, I just have amazing intuition. Is it really just intuition? It's kind of sudden, but there's a tutorial. You can press a button and then talk about other things.
Wow. Talking.
Boop 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 po 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 po. Talk.
Hey,
By the way, Makoto, what is it? Well, it's just... I know this is kind of continuing the self-introduction thing, but I wanted to ask you something. What did you want to ask me? Mikoto, did you happen to go to Blackroot Junior High? Were you maybe in class 2? Yeah, actually, I was. I knew it! I went there too. I was in class 4 though. Do you remember me? Do I remember? Of course I remember you. I was stalking you from 3rd grade.
So what's the ultimate of again?
Pop Sensation. She's the leader of like the biggest girl group in the country.
Okay. And this is in Japan?
Yes.
So she's got a bunch of creepy weeb fanboys. Like MC.
Yes.
Sorry, not weeb. Otaku.
Even
in Japan, it's not weeb.
Even back in middle school, she was a celebrity with all kinds of ultimates surrounding her. How could I forget? Almost as surprising as her question was that she remembered me. We never even talked to each other, but somehow she still knew who I was. Hey, are you okay? Were you gonna say something? No, I was gonna say, were you gonna say something?
Me?
Yeah?
Moi?
Yes.
No.
Are you sure?
Oui.
Oh, yeah, I'm just surprised is all. I wouldn't have thought you'd remember me.
I'm surprised you let me get away with just responding in French.
Quack. We went to the same school for 3 years. Of course I remember you. Wait, are we supposed to remember people we went to school with for 3 or more years? Because I don't remember anyone. This is a no French zone, Satan.
Woman. じゃあ日本語?
Of course you would switch.
はい。このゲームは日本語じゃない。ワンワン。
Well, that's true, but there were a lot of...
I like that says that this is a no French zone. But then Bones comes in, also in French. Thank you, Bones.
Ah, Bruce Green. Haven't seen that emote. Well, that's true, but there were a lot of students in our grade, right? Plus, I've never been the type of person to ever really stand out. I'm average at everything, and all my hobbies are totally normal. Even normal would call me boring. What are you talking about? You're so strange. Strange? That's... She started giggling even louder. That somehow mysterious smile of hers made my heart grow calmer. Her smile was the nicest smile I've ever seen.
That's good.
Anyway, I'm really glad that I know somebody here. What is this conversation?
It's a conversation.
Talking to you guys made me feel a lot better about all this. You're amazing, Makoto. No, I'm really not. I'm nothing at all compared to you ultimates. But you're the one who helped me find my courage again. Not any of those ultimate students. Thank you for saying that.
Okay.
And to thank you for helping me out, I'm gonna become your ultimate assistant. Oh, my assistant? Yep, I'm your assistant now. I'm gonna help you out as much as I can, so let's get out of here together. When she says things like that, it just gets me pumped up. Which is nice, but still, everyone else is still late. Besides that, I don't even know what time it is right now. There must be a clock around here somewhere. It might not be in the... Cool. How good are you at hiding a body? So, what time is it right now? What, 7 o'clock at night? You were unconscious for a pretty long time. Almost 12 hours. It was pretty impressive. I see. Without being able to look out a window, I've lost all sense of time. So 2020. If I have to stay in this place for too long, I might go crazy. So 2020.
Hey,
Not to worry, we're still trapped indoors in 2021.
I can't believe no one's here yet, but I'm pretty sure they'll start showing up soon. Almost as if he timed it, Taka threw open the dining hall doors right as Sayaka said that.
Hey!
Cool, how good are you at hiding a body?
Ah, Makoto, Sayaka, so you two got here first, huh? Ah, too bad, I was sure I'd beat everyone here. I still have no sense of time in 2021. I guess that just means I don't have enough fighting spirits yet. Well, I won't give up. Next time, I swear I'll win, no matter what it takes. Justice shall always prevail. That's a bit too much, don't you think? You should calm down like all the bits, Taka. As soon as after that, everyone else came strolling in, one after another. After a few minutes, everyone gathered here.
Okay, it looks like everyone's here. Time to start the meeting.
Mondo with the feet up like I don't give a crap.
Let's all go around and share what we found out during our respective investigations. The sooner we find out what's going on, the sooner we get out of here.
Hold on a sec.
Wait, hold on a sec.
What are you talking
What's
about?
wrong? What about, what's her name? You know, the silver-haired one that doesn't really talk to us. Oh, yeah, Kyoko. What about her? She's not here. What? I took another look around the dining hall. Sure enough, she was nowhere to be seen. I wonder where she went. Has anyone seen her? But everyone just shook their heads.
Huh?
Wait, so nobody's seen her? Why hasn't Kyoko shown up yet? Could it be because...
Yes, indeed.
Stabbing, strangling, bludgeoning, crushing, hacking, drowning, igniting, how you do it doesn't matter. You must kill someone if you want to leave. It's as simple as that. The rest is up to you. Give it your all to achieve the best outcome in the worst possible way. Is it possible? Was she really? No, I'm just overthinking things. Darn it, Kyoko. You're still going to be late like this on your first day of school! Not only is she late, she didn't tell anyone she'd be late. A most unbecoming personality trait.
Come on.
You're being a real...
Jackass?
Right now, you know that? Wait, if you need to kill someone to leave but you can't be discovered, how do they know who killed who? That'll be talked about later. Well, what do you want me to do?
You're getting ahead of yourself. What an honor student.
Oh, so Magic's Taka? No, that's an insult. Punctuality is everything.
You hear me?
Now then, I declare that the first session of Hope Speak Academy briefing meetings has begun. Makoto, actually, first of all, I've talked enough. Maybe we should listen to what everyone else has to say. Okay, let's do that. I'm not sure who I'd be. What's up? I feel like I really have become your personal assistant, don't you agree? I may not be the best assistant in the world, but I'll give it everything I've got. No, you've already done so much as my assistant. You know, you stood there and talked.
Yep.
Taka, what do you have to say? Taka, what do you have to say? I said Taka. Gosh dang it, Taka, I want to hear what you have to say. I have to... Oh. Nope. I have to actually talk to her. Gosh dang it. Okay, so you're in the dark about all this. Let me lay out what's been going on. Everyone split up to investigate different parts of the buildings, but Byakuya and Taka each went off on their own, and so as did Kyoko. I can't speak.
And so did Haley Kyoko.
I wanted to try and find some clues as to who's responsible for imprisoning us here, but unfortunately I made no such discoveries. That's all from me. Really? That's it? If I'd uncovered anything, naturally I would have more to say, but I didn't, so I don't. Right, understood. That's the annoying thing about this. I have to do this all again. I spent some time looking around the dormitory, and there I made the discovery of the century. I found out there was exactly one room for each person. Well, yeah, I figured that out before anything else. each door is like has a nameplate on it, so I guess all the rooms have been assigned already. And each room key was attached to a keychain with the owner's name precision etched into it.
Yeah, no typos on anyone's names.
Which confirms that the room I was in earlier is in fact my room.
And plus,
And Chihiro and I like found all that out. Found out all the rooms are totally soundproof. Your next door neighbor could scream their lungs out and you wouldn't hear a thing. It's really good for murdering each other. I mean, what? Well,
that's the point, right?
each room also has a private bathroom, which could also lock. But it looked like there were only locks in the bathrooms in the girls' dorms. Huh? But when I checked my bathroom door, it definitely seemed like it was locked. That's weird. I should go check that later.
Hey, come on.
Okay, so they got a bunch of rooms ready for us. They're assuming we're gonna be here a while.
Quiet down and
Well,
listen.
better to have that than have not. At least we don't have to worry about surviving with wild animals.
And like, if you're non-binary, do you get both the toolbox and the sewing kit?
Yeah, until you die. Headmaster discussed this already. Come on, guys. That can't be all you have to report, can it, Mr. Honor Student? ...
Got it.
That's all for my report. Let's move on to whoever's next. You get that and then a third option.
you see,
It looks like Leon, Hiro, Junko, and Chihiro all grouped up together. We will,
Okay, your third weapon is just by confusing cis people.
Nah, if you're NB, they give you a straight up axe.
I thought the axes were for lesbians.
We, like, all went up and down the school, double-checking the windows in the hallways and classrooms. We wanted to see if we could get any of those metal plates to come off. And what happened was, none. Not a
damn
thing. We couldn't get a single one to budge even a little bit.
what should I do?
There wasn't any hope of escape anywhere. The school really has been totally cut off.
This is bad.
Like, this sucks.
Bad,
It really sucks. It sucks. What the?
What's your ultimate up, man?
Fashionista.
You gave her such a valley girl.
Yep.
Voice, sticking light in the middle.
Yep.
What the hell are we gonna do with Sharky?
Murder.
Calm down.
Starting to make me nervous. Sharky knows what he's about.
You see,
Do I, though? We thought maybe we could find some way to communicate with the outside, so we went looking all over, but we didn't find a thing, sorry. I went back to the main hall, thinking maybe we could do something about that giant hunk of metal.
What?
But even with Sakura and me both, it wouldn't budge. We hit it with desks and chairs and none. It was hard as, like, metal. 'Cause it's metal.
yes, indeed.
Well, yes, it is metal. Anyway, if we're gonna get out of here, it's not gonna be through there. I feel like I could just cry, but no, I have to hold it in. I have to manage my hydration.
So then.
I should tell you what happened next. It has nothing to do with communicating with the outside world, but it's still worth worrying about. In both the school and dorm areas, there was a set of stairs leading up to another floor. But there were gates there, and we couldn't find any way to open them, so we couldn't check it out. In other words, at this point, we're only able to search the first floor.
However,
We could further assume that there's potentially something above the second floor as well. If that's the case, there's at least a chance it may lead to a way out. And finally...
You see,
Celeste, Toko, and Hifumi.
let's see.
If I am being honest, I can't say we acted as one. Rather, we did nothing as one. We spent the entire time in the gym.
Most
Honestly,
unfortunate.
we are not exactly the types to go running around a school like like a gaggle of junior detectives.
What the hell's wrong with you?
The hell are you thinking?
Just sitting around the gym for the whole time? Well, it's not like any of you invited me along. Nobody said, hey, come with us. I blame you for leaving me out.
Is the ultimate what?
novelist. At like between age 10 and now, written multiple books. One of them was like the best-selling romance book. Apparently made fishermen the top hottest people.
I'm like, I know what trashy romance novels I think are supposed to be. They're basically smut. So I'm a little concerned.
It's
okay.
What the?
If you wanted to go with someone, you should have just said something.
Also, she seems like more ultimate tsundere. Or yandere? I forget the difference. I think yandere is more fun.
I feel like she's gonna snap first. Wait, which one is... Which one's which again?
I think tsundere is the one that gets stereotyped as, well, whatever, baka. And yandere is like, I'm gonna fucking murder you if you don't like me back or something. I don't remember.
What if I say she's both?
I feel like that's usually just yandere.
Okay.
I feel like, I mean, I'm really gonna have to go Googling these terms.
Incognito, please.
Obviously.
Forget it. Like, I want to go anywhere with a dirty slut like you. Slut? Your mind...
Oh my god, it's in fucking dictionary.com.
Oh, jeez. Your mind is as thin as your body. You make my sick to my stomach.
Are you for real?
I don't even know how to react. How can you say something so awful to someone you just met?
Hey,
Alright, guys. Everybody just calm down, okay? All this stress is bad for your skin, you know? Yeah, it sounds like you two are so close now, you're fighting like sisters. I don't think that's what's going on, Sayaka.
Hey,
Okay, are you ready for the definitions?
So that's what they have to say, huh? Yes.
A yandere is a character, most often female in an anime, who becomes violently possessive of a love interest. It's a sort of spin-off from tsundere, which has a tough, cold, and moody personality that later changes to gentle affection. So tough, cold, moody is tsundere, and yandere is just straight up violent.
What if I say she's both?
I think that's just yandere.
No. You don't understand, but she is both.
No, I think that's just yandere. It's a spin-off term, right? It's
concerned. Then I guess I'm the only one left. I went ahead and had a look around the dog. Concerned. I found a fridge in the back of the kitchen and it was overflowing with all kinds of stuff.
that's good.
I guess we don't have to worry about food at least. Sure, for now. But even with all that, there are 15 of us. How long can the food last? You can just eat sesame seeds or something. Huh? What am I, a parakeet? I don't think we have to worry about it. All the food gets restocked automatically each day. At least that's what Monokuma told me. You saw him?
Okay.
Yeah, he came out of nowhere while I was checking the fridge. Told me that, then disappeared again. He was so fast I couldn't believe someone could have been moving him around with a remote control.
That's...
A weaponized toy that can just appear from nowhere? I can't tell if we're supposed to be afraid or not.
Yes, you are. You're very afraid.
But was everything okay? He didn't try to, like, eat you or anything.
He's not a teddy, or he's not a real bear. He's a teddy bear.
Eat her?
This guy was ultimate what?
The English is fanfic creator, but I think it's more like, was it mangaka in Japan?
Manga artist.
Let me
very much.
let me get the exact thing.
Concerned. Concern intensify.
Oh, there we go. Fanzine artist? Was it is the exact translation?
Oh, is it Dojin?
Or Dojin?
Dojin.
Yes, author.
Yeah, that's okay. Mangaka is just a manga artist, which there's all kinds of manga. Right?
Yeah.
Dojin are like fan comics. So basically fanfic, but like comics.
What do you mean by that? I mean, when you say eat, what kind of eating are we talking about? Like, what kind of food? Are we talking about, like, apples? Or maybe...
No, this is fanfic.
Yeah, I know. Come on, man.
Hey, you bastard!
Besides, if you turn it into food, it just sounds like a fat joke, and that's also bad. And I would rather the overly sexual than a fat joke.
What the?
Oh, no. Hell.
Fatty? You act like some kind of sleazy drunk dude.
Actually...
Not like there's a good kind of drunk dude.
Hey!
What?
Hey, stop screwing around, all of you. Concerned trademark. Are you still asleep or something? We're prisoners here. We could all just die any second.
Shit.
She's right. We can't be making stupid jokes right now. We gotta do something, or... A voice cut through the noise, interrupting Mondo. I don't remember who this is. Oh. Do you really think that you can afford to do so? Have none of you accepted the reality of the situation?
You!
Kyoko, where the heck have you been? We already started the meeting without you. She didn't say a word. Instead, she just dropped a piece of paper on the table. Huh? What's this? Appears to be a map of Hope's Peak Academy. A map? What the? Where did you find this?
Well,
It doesn't matter where I found it.
She was late because she's the only useful one.
I mean, yeah. It does matter. You're really freaking us out right now.
but more important,
Never mind. What's it mean?
it would seem...
Just look at it. The building we're in right now is laid out in precisely the same way as Hope's Peak Academy. So what you're saying is, this really is Hope's Peak Academy?
That's true.
Well, in terms of its construction, yes. But it looks like it's at an...
Yes, Hope's Peak. Because your hopes peaked and then they crashed.
But it looks like it's had a number of strange renovations done to it.
We'll never be so hopeful again.
Renovations?
However...
I don't know all the details yet. All I found was details on the first floor. But then, this really is Hope's Peak. We didn't get kidnapped and taken to some other place. Huh? So stupid. It's not even possible. This is where the country's future leader's supposed to come and learn. But if this really is Hope's Peak, where are all the other students? Hey, come on, guys. Let's just stop talking about all this, negative stuff. I got a whole bag of drugs in my room. But aren't you worried? Things don't look good.
Yo.
Worried? What's there to be worried about? I mean, this was all planned out, right? The people in charge of Hope's Peak put this all together, right? Man, if I got stressed every time something like this happened, I'd have ectoplasm shooting out of my mouth. Good things come to those who wait, right? So we just gotta chill and everything will work itself out. That.
What's your problem?
Why are you laughing? What's so funny? I am just happy, that is all. It seems splitting up to investigate was a good idea after all. Haven't you been listening? Looking around was a total waste of time. We didn't find a way out. Didn't find who's behind this. We still have no idea what's going on.
Oh.
Huh? Is it not crystal clear to you what is going on?
Are you okay with this?
It is perfectly obvious that we have been imprisoned in some secret location with no way out. None of us had any response to that. She's the creepiest person here.
Well, I mean, she is dressed goth-wolly.
We didn't want to accept that reality, but it was staring us right in the face.
Got, red eyes.
Yeah.
I'm seriously does she just have to wear her colored contacts? Does she have another pair of contacts? Or is she just stuck with colored contacts for, like, the whole time?
You didn't have to go and say that. I was trying not to think about it. No way out. We're trapped here. What are we supposed to do? It's very simple. If you want to leave, you just have to kill.
Stop it!
Don't even joke about that. Everyone, just calm down, please. We need to stop and think about what to do from here.
Seems like...
There's gotta be something we can do. All we can do is adapt. Adapt to living our lives here from now on.
That's...
Live here? Are you saying we should just accept it?
Do you understand?
A lack of adaptability is a lack of survivability. Survival is not based on who is the strongest or the smartest. It comes down to who can adapt.
Actually,
As someone who has come out on top more than once, I have a suggestion.
What?
Huh? What do you mean? We all understand that we are trapped here, which means we will all be spending the night. However, you all remember the rule regarding nighttime, right? Nighttime is from 10 to 7. Don't sleep outside the dorms, or else you'll be dead.
let's see.
So regarding this nighttime, I think we need to add a rule of our own. What do you mean? Going out at nighttime should be prohibited altogether. The school regulations do not actually tell us not to go out at night. I would like to make it official. But why?
Are you okay with this?
The way things are now, every time night comes, we will all start to get worried and anxious. We will all be afraid someone might try and come kill us. What? If we have to worry about that night after night for who knows how long, it will wear us down in no time, and then we might actually start killing each other.
I see.
So you're suggesting we limit our activity at night as a kind of preventative measure.
Indeed.
However, unlike the other rules, nobody can be forced to comply. We all have to agree to follow it.
What can we do?
I see what you mean, but I think I can agree to that. It's like the little goth Lolita said. Without something like that, we're just gonna self-destruct.
Listen to me!
On behalf of all the men here, I agree to comply.
What?
Hey, you just can't just decide to speak for us.
This is fine.
So everyone is in agreement? Good.
You can't just agree for us. Okay, he's agreed.
Then if you'll excuse me. Huh? Wait, where are you going?
Let's see.
It is almost nighttime. I want to take a shower before it arrives.
I hope you are well.
So, goodbye.
Yeah, being trapped and at risk of being murdered is no reason to let your hygiene slip.
Moving with pure elegance, Celeste left the dining hall. Her behavior seemed so natural, I couldn't imagine anyone even trying to stop her.
I'm like, alright, I have a favorite.
So, I guess it's pretty obvious where we go from here. We'll be spending the night, it looks like. Adaptability. So, Mr. Chairman, what next? One person already left. Well then, let's say we call an end to today's meeting.
You understand?
I die, I want my corpse to at least have washed hair.
Like I said, it's almost nighttime anyway. We can reconvene first thing tomorrow morning. Do we have to stay the night here?
What can we do?
We don't have a choice. We can go for long without getting some sleep. So we have to just give up. That's all fine and good for today, but what do we do tomorrow?
So in the end...
Our only option is to split up and look around again, and let everyone know if we find anything. Yeah, okay, let's do that. Well, then we're done for today. I'm exhausted. With heavy movements, everyone head off to their private rooms. Makoto, are you ready to call it a day? Yeah, let's go. I slept for like 12 hours, but let's go sleep some more. Is this really where I'll be staying for the foreseeable future? Oh, that's right. I should check the bathroom one time before I go to bed. Only the girls' bathrooms should have locks on them, right? Alright, let's open it up. No use. It really is locked. Bzzz. Bzzz. Wrong. Not locked. Holy crap! Jeez. Talk about an overreaction. It's like you just saw a ghost or something.
What?
Like some kind of robot bear ghost?
I didn't know we were playing Persona. Yeah?
Look, he's not that's not a robot bear ghost either.
Hmm?
What are you doing here? Makoto Naegi, this is super duper majorly bad. So bad it's almost magical. Ultra magical awful attack. It's super effective. In point of fact, I acknowledge that the bathroom in your room has a problem with the door frame. Wait, so the reason it won't open isn't because it's locked? The door just doesn't fit?
Hey,
Didn't you see the notice? What, can't you read? You're in high school. The bathrooms in the boys' rooms don't have locks. I mean, a lock on the boys' bathroom is kind of pointless, don't you think?
Ba-bum, ba-bum.
Well, it's a... What?
That's the sound that came from it.
No, what'd you say? Oh. Well, it's not like it's pointless, I guess. But I'm no expert on the birds and the bees and all that.
Listen up!
Anyway, there's a little trick to opening this particular ill-fitting door. And that's what I'm here to teach you. Okay, ready? So you just gotta turn the doorknob, then lift while you pull.
Yes, indeed.
Go ahead, give it a try. Turn the doorknob, lift the door up while I pull. When I did that, the door opened without a problem.
You know, that actually seems very handy for giving you a place to hide, because no one else will know how to open the door.
What if they break the door down?
Nope, doesn't exist.
Woohoo! See? It opened right up. Isn't that crazy, though? Your door's the only one that doesn't fit quite right. You're supposed to be the ultimate lucky student, right? But it looks like you're not lucky at all.
Bye-bye.
Anyway, I suddenly don't feel like being here anymore. Bye!
Bye!
Hey, wait! Beep!
Damn it.
This is a school announcement. It is now 10 p.m. As such, it is officially nighttime. Soon the doors to the dining hall will be locked, and entry at that point is strictly prohibited. Okay then. Sweet dreams, everyone. Good night. Sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite.
Looks like it's nighttime. We all promised we wouldn't leave our rooms now. All I can do now is try and get some sleep. While still mumbling to myself, I collapsed into bed. My eyes closed almost immediately. It sounded like I was ready for bed exactly. I was just utterly exhausted after being punched and sleeping for 12 hours. It was as if I'd spent an entire day staring at a TV watching movies. Or like some kind of illusion where I'd be tossed into a made-up fantastical world. Yeah, that feels about right. There's no easy way to just accept the situation we've been dropped into. So this is how the curtain closed on my first day at Hope's Peak Academy. Soon enough, I was asleep. What?
2.5 hours later.
Would it be too much to hope that when I woke up, I'd realize it was all a dream? It's kind of lame as far as endings go, but I'd be fine with that. Actually, that'd be the best.
Monokuma Theater!
In any normal school, Mr. Monokuma would be a kind teacher. When I think about what's coming up, I'm just so full of pride and joy. Our ceremony earlier today was absolutely splendid. Thank you all very much. Remember that you're all students of Hope's Peak Academy and strive to refine your ideals.
I swear to you, I will send you all off into a new tomorrow.
Is that tomorrow hell?
What are you talking about? We already live in hell.
Good morning, everyone. It is now 7 a.m. and nighttime is officially over. Time to rise and shine.
What if
Get
you just
ready
wanna
to
sleep
greet
then?
another beautiful day.
What'd you say?
What if you want to sleep in? 7 a.m.'s really early.
You can if you want. I mean, it's up to you. It's not like you're taking any classes.
It's all self-study.
Apparently it's morning. Thanks to the total lack of windows, there's no way to know for sure. Anyway, what should I do now? Maybe I should go find Sayaka, and we can figure out where to go from here together. She did say she's my assistant now. Let's go to her room. Sup, Taka? Oh, hey. We're right next door to each other. How convenient.
Hey.
There's a doorbell next to the door. I guess I should use that.
Are you ending soon?
I don't know. Should I end soon? Good morning, Sayaka.
Hi, Makoto.
Perfect timing. Huh? Listen, I have a favor to ask. A favor? I was just getting ready to head out. If it's okay, would you like to come with me? Maybe we could talk. Where is the bloodshed? Yeah, sure. Where are you headed? I've been thinking about... There might be something around here I could use for self-defense. Self-defense? Well, I mean, whoever's keeping us here could show up and attack us at any time. You never know. Whoever trapped us here. Whoever presented us with rules for murdering each other. Whoever put us in this insane position. She's right. We never know when they might attack. So I just want to be able to protect myself no matter what happens. Weapon to protect herself. Well, now that I think about it, the display case in the gym entryway had a bunch of stuff, maybe. Oh, the gym! Okay, let's go. Again?
Like I said, I'm psychic.
Come on, I'm just kidding. Seriously, I just have amazing intuition. Am I really so easy to protect?
Protect?
Predict. Anyway, we should head to the gym. For anyone who just hates walking, fast travel exists. Boop, boop, boop. You can't fast travel if there's story moments. Nah, there's some creepy stuff going on with her. I mean, isn't that most characters in this game?
Isn't that lots of people?
Hi, Toko. Hi, Hina. Hi, Sakura. Bye.
I'll be right back again.
Okay. Hey, here's a sword. Hey, here's a sword. Is this a sword? Oh no, I think it's just a replica. Still, it's pretty impressive. It's completely covered in gold coating. But, geez, I barely touched it and I got gold stuff all over my hands. Wow, you're right. Your hands are totally gold. Even just for self-defense, I think it's a little... Well, it's still better than nothing, I guess.
Hey,
You should take it with you. It might help liven up your room a little bit. You think so? But I guess you better be careful taking it back. You should wrap it in newspaper or something. Just like that, it's been decided. I don't see anything I could really use for self-defense. Hey, don't worry about it. It's not like you need it right away, right? Right. Plus, if anything were to happen, when the time comes, I'll protect you. You'll protect me? Oh, thank you for saying that. If I've got you on my side, I guess I don't need a weapon after all. Sayaka giggled as she said that. That mysterious smile. I can tell it comes from the heart. It makes me feel at ease. When I look at her, I honestly feel like I can do anything. Okay, we can stop looking for a weapon then, but as long as we're here, let's hang out a bit more. I know I said I wanted to talk to you, but now that we're here, I don't really know what to talk about.
Sorry.
I was the one to invite you to come with me, too. Sorry. It's okay. I mean, if there's nothing to talk about, then we can just not talk, right? Huh? You don't have to force yourself to talk. We can just, I don't know, stare off into space or whatever. Stare off into space. Oh, but you're probably super bored just standing around doing nothing. Oh, it's not that it's boring. It's just, I've never really done it before. I don't have a lot of time to just do nothing. I guess that makes sense. You're not a normal high school student like me. You got tons of stuff to do every day.
Listen.
Hey, this is kind of nowhere, but Makoto, do you have a dream? Well, what about you, Sayaka? What's your dream? I'd love to hear. My dream is I've always wanted to be a star, as long as I can remember. I grew up without a mother, you know? And my dad worked really late every night. I was always home alone. I was just a kid, you know? So I was really lonely. But that all changed when I saw a pop star on TV for the first time. She was so pretty, like a princess, and she could sing and dance. But more than anything else, there was her smile. Looking at her smile, I could feel my loneliness melting away. I decided that's what I wanted to do someday. I wanted to give that kind of encouragement to others. What's up?
I don't get it.
Get what?
Well, I saw this pop star on TV smile, and then I was never lonely anymore.
Eventually, that became my dream. That's so amazing, though. You were able to actually fulfill
Other people?
You were able to fulfill your lifelong dream. Honestly, it's really incredible. I did whatever it took to reach that dream.
Like murder people.
I mean it. Even some things that weren't so pleasant. Huh?
You see.
I honestly believe that as long as they keep chasing your dreams, someday they had to come true. But to do that, you can't take your eyes off of your dream, not even for a second. Even if sometimes it's a bad dream. Whether you're awake, whether you're asleep. To make your dream a reality, you have to keep your gaze fixed on it no matter what. In that world, if you lose focus for even a split second, you get left behind. You have to keep on swimming against the current without even taking time to breathe. That's the kind of world my dream lives in. Is it really that tough? Is it not fun at all?
Oh no!
Oh no, don't get the wrong idea. It's super fun. But that's exactly what scares me. Huh? I enjoy every single day I wake up and get to do what I do. Everyone in our group is amazing. We're rivals in a way, but they all mean so much to me. We've been performing together since we were young, so they're all like a family to me. Without them, I would have given up on my dream a long time ago. To work together and fulfill our dreams together has brought me so much happiness.
But that's why...
But that's the thing that scares me the most. If the world gets tired of us, then what happens? What happens to us? Then the dream dies, these wonderful days come to an end, and everyone goes their separate ways? Sayaka... She's trembling. She must be terrified. She worked so hard, sacrificed so much to get where she is. She must be terrified of losing it.
See.
So that's the reason I decided to come to Hope's Peak. Huh? What do you mean? Well, they say if you graduate from here, success is basically guaranteed. Which means I can keep on performing with my best friends forever and ever and ever. At least that's what I thought. I really did believe that, but... Now we're trapped in here with no way out. They're probably waiting for me. While I'm in here, the world out there is forgetting about me. Minute by minute, we're all disappearing. But still... Comment? Question? Concern? Sayaka?
Why?
I can't afford to be stuck in here. That was the first time I heard her cry out from deep within herself. She sounds so desperate. But I can understand why she'd feel that way. Trapped here this way. The dream she put so much effort into is on the verge of disappearing forever. And that isn't something that can be fixed with a few kind words. The weight she's carrying, I can't even imagine it.
Sorry.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to complain. I kinda killed the mood, huh? No.
So she's gonna murder first?
Not at all.
Sorry.
I'm really... No, nap time was murdered first.
Okay, true.
I'm really sorry.
Rest in peace.
Sayaka?
I guess there's no rest in peace because nap time's dead.
Actually, are you hungry? Before you head back, why don't we go to the dining hall and get some food? So...
Okay.
You want me to make us something to eat? I may not look like it, but I'm actually a pretty good cook. Wow, really? What's your specialty? Chili oil. You mean the condiment? Just kidding. She burst out laughing. Earlier mood disappeared, replaced by the bright smile I'd quickly grown accustomed to. Girl, what? But how did it happen so fast? It's almost like a mask, like some kind of neutral expression.
I mean,
Anyway,
stage performers used to smiling.
we headed to the dining hall to get something to eat before returning to our rooms. And now there's a fake sword covered in gold in our room. Anyway, there's still plenty of time. What am I going to do? Hey, free time exists. No, I don't want to hear about it. What are we going to do? We're going to sleep.
Eat.
As such, soon the doors. Okay then.
That literally never changes. Today's already come to an end, but I swear, tomorrow I'm gonna find some kind of clue. I swear. Well, I know, Makoto, you don't swear. As my eyelids begin to slide closed, the conversation I had with Sayaka that morning began to replay. In a way, it's almost frustrating. Even if I understand where her desperation is coming from, I can't share in it. The pressure she's under is way different from anything a normal high schooler like me goes through. She didn't just stumble into the school the way I did. So I can't say I feel things the way she does. Compared to her, no. Compared to everyone else here, there's no doubt I just don't match up. I guess that might explain my own frustration.
Monokuma Theater!
So, I'm sure you've noticed the killing game has begun, but there's still room for a little laughter.
Or you can be the ultimate killer.
It seems our newest students, already so filled with despair, still have some hope of escape. So when will it begin? When will their hope begin to die? Is it time yet? Is it time?
Heart-pounding excitement!
How unlucky would you be if you happened to be in the same year as Sherlock Holmes' ultimate detective?
Pretty unlucky.
Good morning,
Or
everyone.
pretty lucky,
Get
depending.
ready to
Yes, depending on if you're a murderer or not. He's going out first. What should I do?
Or would Sherlock be the killer?
I'm gonna go sleep.
Why are you sleeping?
To pass time.
Why?
Because it's literally, I think there's, basically, you have the ability to get, like, one good conversation, but I want to get to murder.
Oh, so you're trying to get to murder before you end the game.
Yes.
the doors to the
Yes.
dine. Okay
I
then.
see.
Third day's already come to an end. Stare blankly at the ceiling, and before I know it, sleep. I need an immediate fast-acting pick-me-up. If it doesn't act now, it's the same as giving in to regret. What do you think guides the world? Speed, of course! The drug! That's why Formula 1 drivers are so popular. Any idiot can accomplish something if they take it slow. Even a human piece of excrement could create a masterpiece if they spent their entire life on it. Someone who does things in a timely fashion is both wise and admirable. Straight is better than a curve or an angle. Freestyle is better than a backstroke or a breaststroke. Drive-through is better than sit-down. A Sunday comic artist is better than a graphic novelist. What I'm saying is, speed is the gold standard of the standard world.
Which is why I said I need that pick-me-up.
Meanwhile, 0.00002 seconds later.
Good. Get
Literally never changes.
Pre-recorded.
Another night of restless sleep. Day after day, I can feel the fatigue piling up. As soon as they cross my mind...
You're fatigued because all you do is sleep.
Shh! The sound of the doorbell forced its way into my room.
hide in the bathroom.
Hey!
A fantastic morning, isn't it? It's Taka? Now then, if you'll pardon the interruption, without waiting for a reply, he barged in. What's up, Taka? No matter how intensely the stormy seas may batter me, I will not fall as long as my feet are firmly planted. You agree, right? I don't understand.
Without a doubt.
And if you can't do it alone, just find someone to support you, and you can support them back. That's how you overcome any storm. I was thinking about it last night, and I decided we all need to really come together. That's when I realized, every morning from now on, after the morning announcements, everyone should have breakfast together.
Quiet down and listen.
Now is the beginning of that fateful day. Please head to the dining hall at your earliest convenience.
Got it.
So if you've just been sleeping constantly, have you just also not been eating? You're just gonna die of starvation.
That's all for now. I have to let everyone else know the good news. Taka didn't even wait for a reply. He turned and left before I could say anything. Time to go to the dining hall. And, yes. No, I assume they do like lunch and dinner. But it's kind of just like a nap.
Listen to me.
Okay, look like everyone's here. So then let's begin our first breakfast meeting.
Quiet down and listen.
Everyone, thank you for making time in your busy schedules to come together.
Give me a break.
I didn't make time for...
Shit.
You dragged me here. I know I already mentioned this earlier, but in order to get out of here, it is essential that we all cooperate with each other. I think to get out of here, you literally don't cooperate with each other, but that's a different story. And the first step is this breakfast meeting to allow us to become friends and build trust. So from now on, let's all meet here in the dining hall every morning after the morning announcement. Now then, let's eat! You want me to eat breakfast with other people? I've never done that before. I'm not sure.
I mean, seriously?
Yeah, it's been a while for me too.
But more important...
Well, anyway, did anyone happen to come up with any clues? Silence echoed throughout the dining hall.
Seriously?
None at all?
Hey!
Anything. It can be about how to get out of here, or who's doing this. Nobody has anything?
Are you okay with this?
You are going to die.
Huh?
Huh?
Do you understand?
If you can't stop yourself from showing weakness in front of others, you will die.
Stop it!
What the? Beep.
Ow.
Don't even freaking joke about that. I am not joking. Adaptability, survivability. Did I not say so? So you'd better hurry up and adapt to your new life here.
What the hell is this?
Have you gone completely insane? Adapt to my new life here? Do you have like any idea what you're saying?
What?
Yeah, sounds like the girl wants to live here. And
Hell.
more power to her. But
Shit.
Piece of shit!
Are you
No.
waiting for me to read the whole line?
no way in
Hell.
am I living here. I gotta get out of here. I don't give a...
Shit.
Sure, feel free. Okay, so nobody has any clues?
What the heck?
One thing I can tell you is who's behind all this. Someone who's totally weird and messed up. Why else would we be trapped in here in the first place?
Hey, listen.
Well, sure. It could be something like that. But for right now, actual clues are... Huh? What's up? Do you think in terms of people who are really abnormal or bizarre, do you think maybe the person responsible for all this could be a certain murderous fiend? A murderous fiend? Chiro, do you have some idea who might be behind all this? Well, maybe I mean, I can't really be certain, but... Certainty is not a concern right now. I'll lie whatever remarks you may have. Okay, well... Have you guys ever heard of Genocide Jack? You mean that serial killer that's been in the news all over the internet? The monstrous villain who's murdered scores of victims in brutally bizarre fashion. The word bloodlust was left at each murder scene, written in the victim's own blood. Whoever it is, he's like a ghost. He strikes without warning and disappears without a trace. And on the internet, they started calling him Genocide Jack. That about covers it, I think.
creative.
I think in Japanese it's more. It's like instead of Jack, it's like SYO.
What?
Like it's like genocider than SYO or something like.
Genocide?
They say he's claimed over 1,000 victims. That's just an urban legend, though, right? I mean, even like 10 people would be totally insane. ... Anyway, whoever Genocide Jack really is, he's obviously some kind of super crazy killer.
Huh?
And if he's really this ultimate psycho, I wouldn't be surprised if he put together something like this. But like I said, I can't be certain. I don't have any evidence or anything. It's just a thought.
Hey, hold on.
But if they're the killer, isn't that like a killer of a problem for us?
Yeah.
It's okay. Everything's absolutely, positively, 100% without a doubt gonna be okay. Cause help's gonna be here soon. I'm sure of it. Huh? Help?
Cause, I mean...
We've been stuck here in a few days already, right? Nobody's been able to contact us, so I'm sure they're getting worried. I bet they called the police already.
What's this?
The police? You're putting your faith in the police?
No, ACAB.
What are you doing here?
You guys?
You guys, seriously, do you not understand what role the police exist to fill? All they're good for is being a foil, playing against a villain or anti-hero or an evil organization. The bad guys come along and utterly destroy them. And that shows just how
Badass.
they really are. Are you sure you want to rely on such an unreliable group of losers? I mean, come on, if you really, really want to get out of here, all you gotta do is kill.
What the hell?
Why the
Hell?
are you laughing?
You know?
I'm just impressed at the total commitment to this whole act.
Come on.
You're still going on about that?
You're fucking dead.
So, Mr. Serial Killer, Psycho Freak,
Bastard.
what the
Hell.
do you want? Mr. Serial Killer, Psycho Freak,
Bastard?
huh? That's a pretty long name. German, maybe?
Hey, come on.
You know who you really are. Maybe if I ignore him, he'll just go away.
You son of a bitch.
Hey, don't ignore me.
Asshole.
Okay, let's get back to business. Let's beat up the Huns. Your life here has already begun, and a couple of days have gone by, and nobody's killing anybody. I thought all of you kids were just lazy and selfish. Here you are working together, but I'm totally bored. There's nothing you can say that'll make us... There's nothing that you can say to make us start killing each other.
I got it!
Wait, I think... Yes! Ding, 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 I figured it out!
In other words...
All the mystery ingredients are here. Right people, right place. So why hasn't anyone killed anyone yet? That's what I couldn't understand. But I just realized there was one very important piece missing. What are you? If you want to know, I'll tell you. It's motive. It's so simple. I just have to give everyone a motive.
Stop fucking around.
Motive? What the?
Fuck.
Are you talking about?
Hey,
Oh, by the way, there's something I want to show you guys.
You son of a bitch.
Stop changing the
Goddamn.
subject. I have a little video I'd like you all to see. Oh, but don't worry. It's not some pervy adult video or anything. Seriously, it's nothing like that. It's a special video for each of you showing what's going on outside the school. Outside the school? What are you talking about?
hello.
Oh, Master's so impatient today. Why don't you just watch it and find out? Here in the school, there's a specific place you can go that has everything you need to watch the video.
Correct.
Good, then we can go and watch the video right now. But before we do that, I'd like to know. What are you? Why would you do something like this? What do you want from us? What do I want from you? Well, if you must know.
Despair. That's all.
Simple. And clean.
Well now.
If you want to know more than that, you'll have to figure out for yourselves. Do whatever you need to uncover the mystery hidden within the school. I will try and stop you. Because to be honest, it's entertaining as heck watching you guys search so desperately for answers. So I guess I would amusement from you too. He's gone. Once again, he left before we could find out anything useful.
Is that right?
Really? I think we learned something very useful. He has no intention of standing in the way of our pursuit of the truth. Interesting.
However...
Perhaps, but what about the video he mentioned? I'm very curious to see what's on it.
That's true.
Same here. Okay, so... Mondo started glancing around the dining hall. When his gaze landed on me, he stopped.
Hell yeah.
Hey, Makoto, check this out for us, would you? Huh, why me?
Yo.
Because you're closest to the door? That's the rule, right? Rule?
Jesus Christ.
Hey. Hey.
Piece of shit!
Hey!
Stop fucking around.
See how passionately I'm begging you? What's the big deal? Just check it out real quick.
Or I punch you again.
Okay, let's get going then.
Hell yeah.
Awesome, thanks. I owe you one.
Hey,
Makoto's going, I'm going with him. It's not safe to walk around this place alone. Yeah, sure thing. Then we'll count on both of you. If anything happens, just yell and I'll come running. Can't decide if Mondo is totally dependable or completely terrible. Yeah. I'd say he's kind of both. He's not exactly a bad person. He's just a gang leader. But I definitely can't say he's a good person either.
Hey, biker gangs accompany abused children to love, like into court sometimes.
That's true. So then, where's the specific place Monokuma mentioned? Must be somewhere you can watch DVDs, but it's a place set up to watch DVDs, then I'm gonna go back to school.
I wouldn't realize you had left school.
Well, we're in
the whole thing is you can't leave school.
I mean, we were in the dorms. So, like, we were in the school building.
The whole thing is the school building, right?
Yes. Huh? There's something inside the cardboard box. It's a bunch of DVDs, and each one has a label on it with somebody's name. This must be the video for each of us, he mentioned. I better go tell everyone. She just ran off. I didn't follow after her. I just stood right there where I was. The DVDs in front of me had robbed me of all awareness. I was rooted in place. I think I see something.
She follows you in here, saying like,
next
"Oh, it's not next one or I don't know." She turns around to go back, and you just leave her.
Maybe I'll just watch mine real quick before everyone else gets here. Sorted through the DVDs and found mine. Then I slid it into the expensive-looking player, and then I yelled out without realizing, and my heart started racing. Because what I saw in that monitor was my family.
You getting picked to attend Hope's Peak Academy is like a dream come true. Make sure you do your best.
I'm so proud of you, son. But remember, don't push yourself too hard.
Are you really watching this, Makoto? Good luck, okay?
If it ended there, that would have been fine. A message of love and support. To leave my family behind to attend Hope's Peak would have given me hope and given me strength. If this was a normal school, I would have been happy, if a little embarrassed. With my family's support to rely on, I would have been motivated to do even better. But here, now, it was totally different. I wasn't living an ordinary school life, so I had a pretty strong feeling that the video wasn't going to end there. I hated having that feeling, but it turned out I was right. This time I couldn't even make a sound. My voice just died. Where'd everyone go? Looked like a war zone or something. As if in reply, a voice came floating out of the speakers. I recognized that voice. Of course it was him.
Makoto Naegi, accepted into Hope Peak Academy, and his family, who supported such a lucky boy. But it seems like something's happened to this family's well-being. Oh boy, this is bad. What could have possibly happened to this family's well-being?
Look for the answer after graduation. What is this? What happened to everyone? I started trembling. I could feel the fear and anger building up inside me like hot magma. Line!
God damn it.
Slammed my fist against the desk over and over again. A single thought was racing through my mind. What else? How could I think about anything else? I have to get out of here. I have to get out of here right now. Need to make sure everyone's safe. Makoto? What happened? Make sure who's safe? I noticed everyone standing around the entrance to the AV room. They stared at me, faces full of confusion. What's going on? Without a word, I pointed to the cardboard box.
Is it like...
Is that what Monokuma was talking about?
What does this mean?
What is on them? They all gathered around the box and each of them grabbed the DVD with their name on it. One by one, they rushed to a monitor. It didn't take long for them to react.
I think you're now past the part I got.
Oh, so you didn't get to the murder?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. What the?
Fuck?
This can't be real. It has to be fake, right?
Hey, hold on.
Yeah, no way it's real. No way. I can't take it anymore. I can't take this anymore. Let me out of here. As soon as I saw their reactions, I knew they'd all see something like what I'd seen. Nobody even bothered trying to hide their fear and confusion. Except for her. Even now, she was totally calm. I see. So this is what he meant by motive. He wants to fool our desire to leave, so that we're more likely to start killing each other.
Yes, indeed.
It is the classic prisoner's dilemma. Huh? Let me use an example. Imagine two countries are on the brink of war, but both countries want peace.
Wait for a moment. What was on the tape? You want to summarize?
On Makoto's tape was a thing of his family being like, "Hey, cool, you joined Hope's Peak."
I'm so proud of you.
And then it cut, and then the entire living room was destroyed, and Monokuma was like, "Hey, something happened to your family. You have to graduate to find out what happened."
Next time on We Fucked Over Your Family.
And then, everyone basically, reacted the same way to their tape of like, what the crap, I need to get out of here.
We don't know what's on the other people's tapes yet, though. Do we ever find out?
We find out one person's tape, and that's it. Or one or two, I forget. I think it's only one. But both countries want peace. Each commits to scaling back their forces as a sign of good faith. But there's a chance that one country may betray the other, so each country fears lowering their guard. The result is that neither scales back their forces, and they end up both betraying each other.
Do you understand?
In other words, the fear of invisible treachery becomes the greatest enemy of stability. That kind of sounds a little like us right now. Everyone says they'll work together, but in our hearts, we're all afraid someone might betray us. Don't put those awful thoughts in our head. That's exactly what they want us to do. You can't say that. You can say that, but maybe you're thinking that once everyone drops their guard, you can just...
What is this?
What?
Hey.
This is exactly what Monokuma, or whoever's behind this, wants. They want us to fight, don't you see? Yeah, you're right. We all need to calm down.
So then.
Okay then, maybe we should start by all just talking? Maybe we've all just talked about what we saw. That'll help us get everything out of our system. Besides, I think we're all super curious, right? I do wonder what's on everyone else's tapes. Be lying if I said I wasn't curious. Hey, Sayaka? What was in your video, Sayaka?
What's your problem?
What's wrong? Just hurry up and tell us.
They're investigating the previous murder she did to get so far.
Sayaka? I gently placed my hand on her shoulder. Stop it! She pushed my hand away and suddenly ran off. Sayaka?
That's enough.
Let her go. I can't do that. I have to go make sure she's okay. I hate romantic comedies like this. I don't care what happens to her personally.
What?
That's because you're totally thoughtless. I'm really worried. Then why don't you go do whatever you think you have to do? We don't have don't all have to stick around together, right?
I hope you are well.
Although, if you all stay in the room, that means that no one is going to go murder her.
Speaking of which, I have my own things to take care of. Goodbye.
Well, never mind.
Everyone went their separate ways, but I don't think I have time to worry about them. I have to go find her. Let's go find her!
They're all here! They're all right there!
Where could she have gone? I should check around the school. Was it a classroom? I honestly don't remember where she'd gone. Find a body, find a body, find a body, find a body. Oh, there she is. I found her in a corner of an empty classroom, sitting in a chair, hands on her knees, staring absently at the floor. She looked like maybe she was upset or angry or... no. Sigh, still alive. She didn't have any expression at all. There was nothing on her face that you would call emotion. It's as if her original mask had been stripped away. Sayaka? Are you okay? Yeah, I'm fine. Actually, no. How could I possibly be fine? What do we do to end up like this? Why are we doing such terrible things to us? I want out. Let me out of here right now. Sayaka, calm down. As she thrashed around, I grabbed her by the shoulders. I understand. I know how you feel right now. When I thought about what might have happened to my family. But now more than ever, we have to stay calm. It's exactly what they want. They want us to lose our composure and stop thinking rationally. Think about it. Those videos have to be fake. Because if those things really happened, people out there would be in an uproar. Our families, the police, everyone. Right? So let's just calm down, okay? Otherwise, we've already lost. I know I was trying to convince myself just as much as her. Kept repeating those words to myself to clear away the images that had been burned into my brain. Be calm, okay? Just be calm. As long as we work together, I'm sure we can find some way out of here. And help might come before that. But what if there isn't a way out? What if help never comes? If that happens, then I'll get you out of here myself, no matter what it takes. When I said that, I paused. I had no idea what had come over me.
Sayaka?
Please, help me.
Her voice was small and shaky.
Why? Why is this happening to me? To kill or be killed? I just can't take this anymore.
Sayaka.
They're still alive.
Finally, she raised her...
Promised magic murder.
I'm getting to it. It's
There.
Finally, she raised up her face up from my chest. She looked at me with those big wet eyes of hers.
Makoto.
Can I believe what you said? Huh? That you'll help me get out? No matter what it takes? Absolutely. Kodo, you're the only one I can trust, so please.
No matter what happens, please always be there for me. I need you on my side.
Huh? Of course, I'll be there for you. No matter what, I'm always on your side. I mean, you are my assistant after all.
Makoto.
Thank you, Makoto. Hearing you say that, I feel like I can keep on going. I can get through this, as long as you're here with me.
Because I'm your assistant.
Like you said, I'm your assistant. The smile I'd come to know so well returned to her face. Felt a little forced, but still. It was a huge improvement over how she was before.
Hey! Hey!
It's standing up! Makoto, it's standing... Oh my gosh. No!
Come on!
Do you even have to ask? No! Get out of here!
Just a minute.
No, I want to join in. Fine.
Damn it.
Well, if you won't leave, then tell us what the... Beep. Is up with those videos. I'm just skipping that. I'm just skipping that.
Hmm?
And And I tried to punch the teacher. And let go with everything I had. Yeah! Are you okay? Magic, I'm sorry. If I hadn't avoided your punch, you would have just violated school regulations. But boy, are you slow. I could have downed $1,000 full-course dinner in the time it took you to finish your swing. Your speed, agility, alertness, passion, boldness, sense of despair, antagonization, it's all lacking. What the heck was that just now? I think you wanted to mess with us. Well, for now, you want to head back? Yeah. Monokuma had come along and swiftly destroyed the good mood we created. And we returned to the dorms. You should get some rest, Sayaka. You still look pretty shaken. I'm sorry for making you worry about me. You're right. I just gonna go lay down for a bit. With a nod, she went into her room. Now on my own, I headed off to tell everyone that Sayaka was okay. Once that was done, I went back to my room. It's hard to think after watching that deranged video. I need some rest. Jeez. Seriously, what's going on? There's so many problems. I can't decide what the biggest one is. That we're trapped here? The video? Monokuma? Mastermind that is in store for us? Are we our biggest problem? I want to get out of here. But I can never kill someone. Do the others all feel the same? Yeah, that's definitely the biggest problem right now. Huh? When I opened my eyes, they darted immediately to the clock. It's almost 10? Fell asleep without even realizing it? Man, I sleep all the days away. So how come somebody's here? Don't worry, I am getting... The murder is going to happen before the stream ends.
How long are we going to be streaming for?
Actually not that much longer. I'm really sorry to come by so late.
I'm just saying, you're already past 3 hours.
Sayaka, what are you doing out so late? That's when I noticed. Her body was trembling. Is everything okay? Sorry to bother you, but something really weird just happened. Something weird? Just a little while ago, I was lying down in my room. All of a sudden, my door started rattling and shaking. Her voice sounded like all the air had been squeezed out of her lungs. Just hearing her talk made me tense up.
I'm so scared.
It was like someone was trying to force the door open. My door was locked, so they couldn't get in, of course. But they started shaking the door handle harder and harder. I was so scared I couldn't even move. So what happened? After a while, it just stopped. Let some time go by, then I got up and opened the door to check outside. Sounds like a you problem. But there was nobody there. Someone tried to force their way into your room?
You're supposed to like her.
But who would do something like that? No, Makoto's supposed to like her.
I'm so tired of her already.
It's not like I'm suspicious of anyone here, but still, it makes me nervous. What if something like that happened in the middle of the night? What would I do then? You don't have to worry about that, right? I mean, we can't go outside during nighttime. But that's just a promise we made, right? Someone decided to break that promise. Then, why don't you stay in my room for the night? Would that make you feel better? What? All it said in the school regulations was that we had to sleep in the dorm rooms, right? Didn't specifically state which room each person had to sleep in, so...
Hey,
But 2 people sharing one room is, you know... Oh jeez, I'm sorry, I didn't even think about that. Honestly, that didn't even cross my mind. No, I know, me either. It's not even that I mind the idea, but... Well, if you don't mind, could we maybe switch rooms? Just for tonight? Switch rooms? If it'll help put your mind at ease, then it's totally fine with me. But I don't mind you staying in my room, but... Are you sure you're okay with me staying in yours? That doesn't, like, concern you? It's fine, I trust you. In that case, then...
As such, soon the door... Okay, then.
Oh man, it's already nighttime. Okay, so it's settled. I'll do your room right now. Oh, we gotta trade keys. Oh, that's right. We have to trade keys. Again?
Like I said, I'm psychic.
No, aren't you gonna say you're just kidding? What if I wasn't just kidding? Something resembling a smile had made its way to her face.
In the most terrifying way possible.
Thank goodness. It looks like she's already started to get back to normal. Okay, we better trade keys then.
Okay.
Yep, let's do it. We exchanged keys. When I looked back up at her again, there was another worried expression there. Makoto, please be careful. If someone comes to the door, don't open it no matter what. I won't. Same goes for you, Sayaka. No matter who it is, don't open your door for anyone. Even if I'm sure it's you, I absolutely won't open it. Otherwise, what's the point of even switching? Oh, by the way, just so you know, my bathroom door tends to get stuck. There's a little trick to opening it. You have to turn the knob, lift it, then pull. Just do that and the door should open, no problem. Okay.
But no way you're defensive.
But the showers don't work during nighttime anyway, right? Oh, that's right. I totally forgot. Oh, but I guess I might use it when I get up in the morning, so thank you. Okay, well, I better get going. See you tomorrow, Sayaka.
Hey,
Oh, and about what I said before? Don't tell her that! When I said I was psychic...
No!
It really was a joke. Honestly, I'm just very perceptive. Yeah, I know. Good night, then. See you in the morning. Sayaka gave me one last parting smile, and I headed off to my room. Looked around as soon as I got into the hall. Everyone else's doors were closed. There was no sign. Good, there's nobody here. Making sure nobody was trying to spot me, I rushed to Sayaka's room. So this is Sayaka's room. Doesn't even look any different from mine. It smells nice, though.
That's creepy.
Sayaka slept on it. Makes me look forward to trying it out for myself. Creeper! They have locks. Hey, it's a toolkit. The maps of the... It's kind of weird to dig through other people's trash. There wasn't any doubt. It's a DVD. That reminds me, I never did get a chance to find out what's in her video. But I should probably wait until she brings it up again. I don't think she would like me snooping. I should probably go to bed. Ugh, disgusting. Percent. Maybe it'll bring me sweet dreams.
What a fucking dream.
Feeling a little bit better, I fell asleep. Imagine you're on a big spaceship in the middle of an intergalactic adventure. You've heard of Noah's Ark, right? We're sort of like that. We've set sail and left Earth behind. Here, you don't have to worry about crazy neighbors, corrupt cops, drunk drivers, or pyromaniacs. You don't have to worry about the ozone layer or asthma-inducing air pollution. And of course, you don't have to stress about studying for finals or practicing for the big game, but even our divine world of freedom has a few rules. After all, freedom can only exist because of rules. If you're really dead set on returning to that tiny piece of dog poop you call Earth, please do your best to follow the rules. Hope I've made it perfectly clear.
Let's everyone do our best to follow these new guidelines and live happily ever after together!
Hey, it's morning.
Good. Get ready to...
Set up, still half asleep. Oh yeah, I'm in Sayaka's room. Oh, we should go have breakfast. I left Sayaka's room and made my way towards the dining hall. At least still a sewing kit. A few people had already gathered at the dining hall by the time I got there. Hello, Makoto, and good morning. Can you believe it? I was the very first one here this morning. Good morning.
Hey, Makoto.
Morning. I suppose I'm early. I figured everyone had arrived on time could be considered model high schoolers. And the ones who show up a little late.
Are they all high schoolers?
Yo.
Sorry.
Sorry I'm late. My makeup just would not cooperate this morning.
Well...
My apologies, ladies and gentlemen. My morning duty took a little longer than usual. The types with a more relaxed sense of time. Most high schoolers fall into this category. And finally, the ones who kept everyone waiting.
Indeed.
I suppose I'm late. Good morning, everyone.
My bad, my bad.
My bad, guys. Slept right through my alarm.
What's your problem?
What? Is it so awful to be late? I never sleep. Just so you know, nope, I got lost. Blame the Bermuda Triangle. Don't care about time or people. They move at their own pace. But everyone arrived. At least that's how it was supposed to go. What? Are we missing some people? Yeah, Sayaka and Byakuya aren't here. I know about Byakuya, but I would definitely put Sayaka in the model high schooler category. So for her to be so late...
What?
What's going on? Did something happen?
Yo.
Hey man, have you seen Sayaka? Why would I have? I just came straight from my room to here. Did she forget about our breakfast promise?
However,
I got the sense she always has her stuff together. Listening to everyone talk like that, a small dark speck of unease rose up inside of me. And that speck started to grow quickly. I need to go. I have to go check on her. Words had barely left my lips before I flew out into the hall. Into the hall. The head first was my room, where I'd let Sayaka stay for a single night, where she was supposed to be safe. But over the course of that one night, the room had been completely transformed. What the
hell?
I better check the bathroom.
Oh, yeah.
Let's take a look inside.
Oh, she might have faked it. Well.
It's a little hard to fake.
Why is her blood neon pink?
So that's actually a thing. Supposedly, they changed all the blood to pink to pass the censorship ratings in Japan.
It just looks like she's been attacked by someone's shitty graffiti job.
Some stories say it was a stylistic choice. Others say they had to change it. They had to change it for the censorship in Japan.
I'm going to guess that the censorship is the more likely one. But I'm also just like, it looks like she's the result of someone's shitty graffiti.
It took me a second to realize that I was... What I saw dug its way through my eyes and buried itself in my brain, and then... everything went black. And that's where we're gonna end it.
Man. Could have really got himself set up. Like, whoever the murderer is like, wow, you made this so fucking easy, damn!
Made it very easy. Thanks for coming. Be back Sunday?
We should be, right?
Yeah, should be. For more Teo. Bye.
Yeah, we'll finally go on that.
Finally. Bye.
Night, everyone.